What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here for Merrowstrand, episode 9er.
It's Tuesday. Oh, yay.
Did you say Thursday?
He did say Thursday.
He
He
did.
totally said
Somewhere
Thursday.
between
You definitely
Tuesday
said
and Thursday.
Okay, cool. Thought I was crazy.
It's a
No
new
one
number.
reacted, though.
It's the number 3.
Yeah.
It's a number
It's a
between
word.
3 and 5.
It's not a number, it's a word. We're off to a great start.
Reboot.
You missed my SNL callback. Oh well.
At this point, those are just difficult. If it's not Farley and Sandler, then
I mean, you're not wrong. There's like a specific generation that you're trying to hit each time, and if you weren't around for that exact moment, that
Yeah.
reference just goes. Phew.
Zeitgeist gone, bitch. Don't worry, it's how I feel when I sit around a convention and people start talking about anime. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So, cool, dude.
I got a waifu too.
Yeah, I get it. Y'all like some titties. Yep. That's
mean,
cool.
who doesn't?
Me too. Me too.
God damn it. Me, I'm the one sitting next to him drunk as hell talking about the new episode.
Had a feeling that was directed at somebody and it wasn't to me.
I literally have a giant sticker on the side of the front of my windshield that says waifu and it has a couple stickers on it, so I call it the waifu wagon.
Yo.
Yes. Yes.
The waifu wagon.
Nothing like getting picked up for an event in the waifu wagon. Don't ask me to drive you, you're gonna be embarrassed.
That's exactly what I would expect. That's beautiful. Welcome, everybody. Start of the fresh week. We got all D&D this week. So buckle up, kiddos. Let's see what emotional trauma we can dig up.
You know what I realized the Merrowstrand is now? It's your late show.
It is the late show.
We are your new weekly late show.
Yeah, you are just the late show.
Yeah.
It staggers by slowly getting fucking earlier as my week goes.
I know.
I slowly lose my mind into losing prep time from day one to
Yep.
the very end.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, if Stormforge was on Thursday, that would be the gradual progression to death. But
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah, this unfortunately is the quick turnover. Like, I have to go to bed after this show so
Yeah.
I can wake up and get ready for UK time show at 1:30. Otherwise, we're really flying by our pants
Yep.
on that one because we're waking up. You wake up at 11 o'clock, you're like, oh, bitch, I have a world of time. No, you don't. You have about 15 minutes to eat.
Hey, he's being real, Chad. I've tried to hang out with him a couple times after streaming. He's like, can we do this later?
No, Tuesday nights are not for that anymore. I cannot
Late
cannot
show
hang.
ends the day.
Oh, it is so hard to pre-program because I don't work like that. Yeah, like your most productive hours need to be the last 4 hours of your day. Okay, yeah, buddy.
Okay.
That's where I eliminated caffeine, and now it's cool. I'm narcoleptic. I can fall asleep in all sorts of weird positions now that I have zero
year
caffeine.
Is it, Marty?
Just like the mixer days. middle of a stream, we'd hear.
Dude, you get comfy during a stream all of a sudden. Oh man, how I turned it all on though when I fell asleep was the impressive part. Really, on that one, the one sleep stream that was out there, I literally everything got turned on, and there I was, just dead. Just all the amount of concerned messages I got because that stream just comes on, and I'm just passed out.
Hey, at least you got concerned messages, I guess. That feels good. That makes you feel good. People are out there looking for you.
you're not really. They're just like, hey, will you turn that off? It's creeping me out. I'm trying to lurk for channel points, and you just creeping me.
God.
I'm having a mute tab.
Put a rerun of something on. Story ain't doing it for me, bro.
You gotta remember, they listen to this thing 24/7 like a radio. They're like, get off your channel.
If you don't got something new to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah, and for everybody to know, I killed Adam, so that's why Adam's not here this week. Yeah, thank you. He's officially has been removed from this verse. You're gonna have to catch Adam on a different multiverse where we may or may not have been friends, or I Highlandered him there. So. Yeah, Adam's visiting family this week, so he'll be back next weekend. He's probably hanging out in chat. He's probably popped in and out and heard me declare that I've Highlandered him a couple of times. But let's be real, chat. If we get into a Highlander match, I am taking that. Okay, I'm getting the quickening. I'm not. Adam wins 1 out of 100 in the multiverse against me. I don't care what lightsaber skills you think might translate over.
Might translate over.
What's our Brom Biddy ratio at this point?
You're mixing other shows that they don't even know the words that are coming out of your mouth there. Nobody said I'm rolling dice against. I said if I really have to go after him like the Highlander. This is like for real.
This is like which would still actually involve dice somehow weird way.
So you roll a 1, I'm cutting your head off.
Warble time, bitches.
R.I.P. Adam, we love you, miss you. Hope your character comes back.
With all the kids.
With all the kids.
Hasn't been done in forever. It's just an everlasting meme at this point.
He's got that itch to Faust somebody really hard.
To Faust somebody. I like that. Should go into the lexicon.
Getting Fausted.
Get Fausted.
Take a night off, come back with 14 kids.
Get Fausted.
And Alexa Dawn in another realm.
That was all said and done. It seemed like one of the more impossible, much more plausible by the end of the campaign. Oh, you know what? I have to share this because it's such a shit show. Since you bring up Magic and Loxodons, the elephant race. Magic is so right now. They have literally changed the way that formats work. Like, there's a format that's called Standard, and it's the one where they want you to buy the newest cards, to play the sets where it rotates. It rotates out. It's so that it's not rotating. It's in such a horrible place, and they're releasing so many cards. They're just, instead of stopping, they're just not gonna rotate, and they're just leaving it open. Yeah, so for anybody out there that still plays MTG Arena, I know as standing you're probably out there still on the drip too. It's something else. I haven't played Standard in years now because I was like, this is fucking out of control. But for anybody else, that's just hilarious. Don't worry, man. I'm still hanging on for deck sharing. When it happens,
Such a great 2024, 2030. It'll be a great year.
I have all the cards, dude. I got all the cards. I play 30 disgusting minutes by myself where I'm like, fucking garbage. And I play the most fucking putrid, hated, quickest deck that's possible in mono white live game, to where I know now, I absolutely know what I'm going to win or lose based off the look of my hand. It's a toxic relationship. But then when I get to sit down and play like at conventions, it's great. Like, low level Magic is still so much fun. Just another case of the internet ruining everything. 100%.
Low country foil.
Low country foil. Low country foil. But see, that's a problem. I have to have people that still want to open up a fucking account to play low country fucking foil. Nobody wants to do it anymore. Deck sharing. Deck sharing will be the way.
This is the way.
Or you can be like, cool, we can play a game after you get through 15 tutorials, 12 hours fucking later. You need to put $5 over here, get this thing done, that thing. Then, yeah, that's not going to work, Clark.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of clicks there, boss. I'm gonna pass.
I'll play Destiny.
my original casino, Eververse.
Tell me about Fenshirts. I want to know. How's Fenshirts doing?
Where is he? Did he leave the keys up on the table?
Why'd you put the keys up on the table?
Because you wanted to.
Yeah, so no crazy announcements this week. Just D&D and not fucking traveling. So here's that. Let's raise a cup. Raise them Voodoo Rangers up if you got them, y'all. Let me tell you what.
I finally found some of that citrus in the store. Bought 3 bags.
Oh, see.
Like, I ain't running out. I ain't letting this shit catch me this time.
I'm starting to be convinced that maybe it's just us at Voodoo Partners that have been duped into this.
Damn it.
That we're just the ones buying all the Voodoo Ranger.
6 sponsorship. Thanks. It all goes right back to them. So of course they would have signed me again.
Oh, that's so great. Do you need a code? No, no code. I'll buy it.
I used to feel remorse when I would take the last 2 6-packs out of Voodoo Ranger. I feel no more remorse now. There's zero. Now I'm just a predator in that aisle. I'll get what I want.
And I have noticed, like, before they were like barely carrying any of them. Now it's on like the main one, and I'm like, I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I might have something to do with it. Like, this is flying off the shelves. This is really selling. I'm like, no, dude, it's me.
It's me and the general public. No, I mean, the reason why it sells, folks, is because it's $10 6-packs. And if you've ever bought craft beer, you understand that shit doesn't exist.
It does not. It truly does not.
You'll never be more excited to pay $20 for a 12-pack in your life until you've gone down this rabbit hole. And I've been pretty open with everyone that I've transitioned off of caffeine these last 2 weeks. It does really, really, really strange things with your dreams. And I have been back at my bar at least 14 times over the course of this my dreamscape. And people are asking me about craft beers that don't exist. And I'm like, I don't remember this. I know I've been out for a long time.
Have you tried this new Voodoo Ranger one though?
Dude, I'm just getting shamed by companies that don't exist and brands and beers that never have. Like,
wow. Show us on the bar where it touched you, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude,
there's some trauma to unpack there, I feel like.
Every now and then,
Polaris from New Montauk. What the hell?
Dude, they always sound like a winery company, man. It'll be like Rock Crest or some shit. And it's no, I haven't had the fucking blackberry sour from Rock Crest. You're like, oh God, you really have lost it. Like,
and you start sweating, and you're like, no,
I'm still calling craft beer.
So a recurring dream, I keep having the go away party that I never had, the closing party, and I had all these I had all my rare beers that were saved up. But like whenever I go to do it, it's not mine. It's these other these fictitious breweries that my mind has made up, and everyone's all asking me questions, and I'm like, I don't remember any of these.
What a weird, sad dream to have to go through. I feel so bad for you.
oddly specific.
Oh, and I'll like when I do wake up from it, and it's not like in the middle of the night, it's like during my, like when I should wake up, dude, I'm talking and I'm rambling out loud.
I mean,
Like-
I thought you kind of do that anyway. I can just kind of see you waking up with like a new idea, like I'm gonna three-headed squid shark. All right, cool.
I wish it was
So then
something
just
I could
writes that down and
use.
goes back to bed.
I wish it was something I could use. I wish it was useful.
I was talking about an offset smoker that didn't exist. God, it's so bizarre. I'm telling you, if it comes out and you find out later, once everybody dies, they realize that there's a multiverse that's stuck inside your head, and that's what all these dreams are. It's just you living out your shitty multiverse. You're like, God damn, that's what was happening to Rob just every night. He's just stuck in a different part of the multiverse.
A worse part. Each round was a worse part.
Talking about offsets, smokers, and beers that didn't exist.
And being sad that he didn't know them and know the backstory
You're
of
like,
them.
oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what this tastes like. And then when I go to taste it, I didn't taste like anything.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, that sounds horrible. That's like really traumatic right there.
It's like the when you, in your dreams, you're not able to read your cell phone.
Right.
Like one of
yeah.
those like common things. It's same shit, and I'll be
Can't taste this made up beer, chat.
Can't even give me the satisfaction on that. Come on, man. Come on, brain.
Oh, Hoppy, I'm awake. Good. I'm not living in that multiverse.
Oh, that's your dreidel. Ooh, we're gonna have to start doing that like in the middle of the night. Taste your beer. Can you taste your beer?
Can you taste your beer?
It's just,
No, I can't. Should I go to bed, Rob? Because the screen's blurry.
drinking to oblivion, GCX style. Oh, spin the top, boys. Spin the top.
It'll just keep spinning.
It's always spinning.
This is amazing. We'll thank our other top spinners over here from the Patreon: Shabby, Drew Com, West Wolf, Aaliyah, Monica 03, Feisty, Kim, Nick, Nor, Stokers. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all very, very much. One more week where Feisty has forgotten to cancel his Patreon. So
I'll set a reminder eventually.
but I shut her down right there. That's the last straw. You son of a bitch.
He killed my favorite character. Oh no, I can't even remember his name. Oh, his memory is drifting from me.
Only Adam has accused me of malpractice in his dreams of his D&D character.
That's his dreamscape multiverse.
That's his
He just
multiverse.
keeps having shit character luck. Oh man.
Can't even
Why are you
roll above
killing
a
me?
3 there.
Oh, it's so good.
Picking up where we left off last week. After leaving the prison in the deep below, you guys have found yourselves in Merrowstrand proper. Having traversed the coral wastes, you guys have arrived at the Grand Lodge of Wardens on the very edges of the city. Getting acquainted with how to drink under the sea with oh-so sea cucumbers. You guys have had a long night of revelry and finally been able to retire back to a room of comfort. I need everyone to roll that Constitution saving throw, but I'm going to do so with disadvantage for everyone here who's never fallen asleep underwater.
Okay. Fortitude, right?
Okay.
Fucking oddly specific. Jesus.
You doing a fortitude save?
Yes, this would be fortitude.
Yeah, that one. Let's go.
Oh no.
It's your damn frog. You told me you never slept under the water before?
Not underwater.
Under the sea.
Just in the water, like imagine like in the swamp, but your head's above water.
Is it though?
You keep making excuses there, frog legs.
Bud.
No. Here it comes.
A nervousness comes over yourself. Soaked to the brim.
Oh,
Oh, I have started splooging my poison, my nervousness.
You're both pruned and slightly, the splurge is slightly on. The more anxious you get.
Pal, where are we? Oh, jeez. What is happening?
Pal is so in it to win it. He's currently upside down with the biggest smile on his face. He's sleeping upside down up towards the roof of your room.
with like, he's got like these like little stubby arms that they don't bend back, but they're just droopy.
He looks like smiling roadkill inside your room.
Why are you flying? Why are you flying? What is happening? That just freaks me out more for sure. Now I'm like, where we got 40 space? This thing is up in the air. I mean, eventually I'm gonna recognize that I'm underwater, but it takes a minute for me to get there.
You realize there's a steady stream of aeration and bubbles on either side of the room that are running up. It's think of it as your own personal air filtration system in every room. But in your case, you think, I've been underwater for so long. I gotta go over there. You forget that the actual Merrowstrand is still on you, allowing you to breathe underneath it. But like you just instinctively see those bubbles and go to them.
Don't worry, pal. I'll save you. And I'm gonna swim up to Pal first to grab him by the collar and yank him down to the bubbles and put his mouth on over the bubbles and just trying to get on the same wavelength with him. Don't worry, I'll save you. I'll save you. No, don't go out like this, my sweet child.
Eyelids open up, and it's just that you have touched me. It is far too early for this. The snort is real. It's just.
I forgot. Okay. It was weird dreams. It was weird dreams. I was dreaming I was a bartender somewhere, and I didn't know any of the fucking beers that we had. And it was really freaking me out. It was making me really nervous. And then I woke up and I felt like and you were floating above, and I thought you had died, and then I realized we were underwater, so I had to get you. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
Pal waits for a first couple of minutes, and then stops listening to your story and swims over to the love seat that's in the shape of a large clam with pearl pillows on the inside of it, and he burrows himself back into those little pearl pillows.
I'll go get you some food, and how about you just finish resting, and I'm sorry. I'll just make my way out of the room and try to go find food.
$21, 18. Man.
Where's Markos?
You guys get wonderful sleep.
It's the best.
I'm so tired.
And I'm out like a light.
Krak at some point in the night woke up like floating around, and so he managed to tie himself down. And so like anybody who would wake up in the middle of the night, all they would see is like him just strapped down, but his arms and legs are just doing this.
It takes a while to get used to sleeping underwater, or you can just take the bear hibernation effect and go out wherever you go, like Tarbin.
Tarbin actually has all his armor off. He's floating in the middle of his room, just in his jockey shorts.
True zero gravity sleep.
100%. He's just full, just spread out, and he's got all these feeder fish that are eating at the scars and wounds on his body as he's just.
I get in front of his door and I get real quiet and just try to like, I don't want to wake up the sleeping bear.
Roll perception check.
Oh, no way.
I
am in my Aquarian heaven at this
You're a
point. The
sleepy
water
boy.
temperature is just right. I'm feeling real good.
You've drifted over towards the aerator, and you're both breathing with the Merrowstrand gills and getting a whole fresh bubbles in as well.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to like peek. I'm not even touching the
Why
door.
does it sound like you're eating?
Because he's dreaming about food. You remember the last time you saw him, he hadn't eaten. He was literally living off mead. He's having food dreams.
This checks out.
That tracks.
So what do you do when you cross by that door, bud?
I make my way downstairs to go find some grub. Everybody's so sleepy. I sure wish I would have had a better night's sleep, but I mean, we're up now. I don't even know what fucking time it is. Go see if I can find some food and maybe we can figure out what the fuck we're gonna do today. So I'll start making my way downstairs. See if the barkeep's there.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I can give you that. Oh yeah, there you go. I can see through the walls.
Sonar.
Wait, where did it go?
31?
Oh.
Good God. What are you, Xanran?
Holy shit.
What can your frog eyes see?
So, in this case, you're walking down the Grand Lodge and its excess rooms. Whatever wing that you're in particular, has very underwater based Andy Warhol style paintings.
Okay.
As
That's a choice.
the further you go, you can tell that like this particular wing hasn't been decorated in a hot minute. So it's the version of the 1990s black cocaine sink in toilet. Instead, this is definitely orange coral. It's almost got a little bit of Flintstones or Jetson flair to it. It's very much it's got a little bit of that space age, this is the future city thing kind of going on for this wing.
But from 40 years ago.
Yeah, from 40 years ago. 100%. It's slightly dated from wherever you're emerging from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm opposed to this artistic decision, but it's not my taste by any means. There's some interesting choices here. Okay, well, we'll just no food in here as I start opening up some cabinets.
Pal listens to you regardless, though. Akiko, you are emerging as well.
I was really hoping I could wake up to the smell of food. I hate that you didn't find any. Alright, I'm gonna wake up and just kind of, big stretch, really stretch out the tail and do like a little puppy shake, but you just kind of see the static electricity just kind of surge through the water a little bit. Just once again, just kind of shake it all off, and then just hear my stomach start to just growl, just louder than I can at this point. Just, man, I got into this to eat.
all I've done is drank.
And then just kind of like just hang my head and walk out the door, try and go find anyone, anything.
You and Krak are stumbling out at about the same time with at this point, as you guys both exit from your doors, you can see Tarvin is partially out of his door. He's still sleeping. You can just see one large bear paw just hung outside the door, and you can hear the snores and the bubbles that are coming up just from his own snoring as he's sitting here kind of floating his way through life at this point.
Oh my god. It's like, and then like a fart bubble comes through.
You can't tell. There's so many. There's so many. There's just so
you
many.
You know what the fart bubble looks like. No, you know what one that is. It's weirdly amorphous shape.
It's slightly
not
off
quite
colored.
a ball.
Color.
Yeah.
It has like a mirror quality to the bubble. Like,
Yeah.
Little oil slick.
oil and
Yeah.
Oh,
You
no.
act like this is the first time I've shit myself in water. I mean,
Yeah.
an episode ago I was doing it with my
We've had a moment
buddy.
to describe it, okay? It's the first time we've had the ability to share it with chat, okay?
It's usually been out of panic. We're like, oh shit, he's
He's
shooting
trying
himself
to-
before he dies. This is
If
not
you
funny.
backlight it, a fart bubble is very prismatic. You shoot a laser through it, all of a sudden it's dark side of the moon.
just
I
because of
just
prism.
kind of like
You
duck
see,
down underneath his paw and just look down at Krak. I'm not gonna wake him up. You gonna wake him up?
From afar. We should probably wake him up from afar. Not close, but away.
Let's find food first, then we wake him up. He can't be mad at us if we have food. I don't
Maybe
think he'd
he'll-
be mad anyways, but I'm not really for waking up a bear.
Maybe he'll smell the food, like the bacon, like the cartoons, and float down to us.
about this time you see
Mashed
Bud's head
potatoes.
stick out of the room that's like 2 rooms up. Somebody say food? You guys looking for food too? I ain't found nothing
You
in this
find
joint.
anything?
Just weird art and horrible architectural choices.
I'll be
How
the
did we
judge of
not
that.
notice this last night?
I don't know. I had 8 or 10 underwater cucumber things, and so I don't remember much.
I'm just gonna kind of put my hand on his shoulder. Buddy, you didn't have as many as you thought you did. But I
Really?
appreciate the...
Yeah, those things tend to give you double vision.
Oh boy. Oh shit, did I make a fool out of myself? Oh man. Did I-
No, the question
I-
is, did we make a fool out of ourselves?
Yeah, but did I do the on accident by chance, or did I keep it all in?
Did you?
I'm asking yous.
I don't
didn't
have
do
any
it on
extra.
me.
I don't have any extra vials filled up, so I don't think you did.
Okay. Let's just forget about that and let's go find some food. I'll turn around
Perfect.
quickly and start walking around.
Anybody
Anybody,
start rummaging through cabinets.
Akiko, Krak, or Tarvin, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Well, I'm still not wanting myself to sleep, so I need one of them to wake me up
I'm almost
first.
getting used to this character sheet.
Oh no.
Great, here it goes. Here it goes.
Yes, sir. Third one of the night.
We've got a magnifying glass on the floor.
So, Krak,
Your eyes pop out.
the first thing that you've noticed in this kitchenette is nobody's even got any coffee ready. There's nothing. No tea, no beverages to be found at all.
Who doesn't have nitro brew? What kind of place is this?
But there's a very old Italian coffee machine. Is it art? Or is it functional?
Bud thought it was art for sure.
Most people think it's art.
Krak is just like staring at it, like head cocked, and he's just like, yes. Yes, from the Art Deco period.
The Art Deco.
Again,
As you go to tinker with this thing to try to figure out any semblance of bean juice that can be extracted, by the time it rumbles around, you can hear this carbon. This is enough to shake you awake as it's rattling the walls underneath of where you're at. I can see Krak pulling the lever across as it begins just to pour out, and it comes out like Play-Doh, as if a stream of black licorice of a solid nature.
Ah, the best of the nitroist.
Did you just make hard candy coffee?
How do you... excuse me, how do you make it?
Well,
Oh, so expert at coffee.
I thought that was odd. I didn't even know that was still a functional piece of equipment. So don't ask me.
Tarbin comes
To
up
be fair,
scratching himself. Are you gonna drink that crack or can I have it?
I still think this just produces motor oil, though. I don't think it's coffee.
Oh, give it to
mean-
me, I'll let you know.
The viscosity makes sense since we are in water.
But you also have the note on the counter that leads to instructions on where to go. You guys are in a very, very dated wing of the lodge right now that's more for extended stay.
We
There's
are the
now
worst
more
Airbnb
coffee cup
guests.
ring stains on those instructions because every cup that he pours, he just puts it on the instructions like it's a placemat.
There's a large grouper fish that's in a velour
Yes, that's good.
Bathrobe.
You sold me.
that's out in the middle of this furniture. It has, a newspaper kind of spread out as it lowers some glasses over and it looks over at you, Krak.
My brain is still trying to process how the rope fits the fish.
You're not the only one in there, but
Does
it looks
go this
fantastic
way
in my
or
brain.
this way?
Dude, no, it's one of the humanoids. Like it's like the basic like shitty fish man. Like 100%. It's just the grouper comes up the face. It's
like
very
that scene
rectangular.
from a SpongeBob episode.
Yeah,
Mostly
100%.
A little bit fish head.
That
Just
is
looking at me with judgy eyes, like,
squinting across. You can tell it's a little bit elderly in nature. My God.
you want some?
No. Thank you. He kind of ties his robe a little bit tighter. Kind of whisks a little bit of the water that's headed its way from the fetid rest of the party. Akiko, you have instructions in particular on where to go that is further towards the center of the Grand Lodge, and even better, it's in an airlock. This is why you can't smell any breakfast.
I'm just gonna kind of take the paper and just kind of whisk it through the water, hope that I can read it a little better after the mess he's made. Like, we're just in the wrong place.
Where does it say we need to go?
We just need to go back in the building. I think we're just in a corner that they don't use. Clearly. I mean, makes sense. This place looks rather...
They put us in the VIP wing. We just need to go where the commoners are.
There's a couple
This is VIP?
older
Maybe we don't go where
calamari
the commoners are.
that come down from the steps. You can tell you've been put where the old men come to stay.
Ah, yes.
There's always
The
one guy
decor
in
is
his
starting to make
bathrobe.
sense, honestly.
There's always one guy in his bathrobe that's just walking around, just free flowing it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one guy with no underwear on in his bathrobe. Yeah, that
Fucking assholes.
get up free.
Air, this way. Oh my gosh, look, can we please? I would love to get this thing off my face. It's ruining my complexion.
Did Markos give you the Merrowstrand?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I still feel it too. It feels like it's like tingly on my face still. It's like a ghost appendage.
Ghost appendage.
Since
you guys didn't clean up, it could totally be like your first blacklight party where you just
whoa, no.
Hey, you got a little bit of something on your. Oh, what? It's all over your face. Okay.
Stevie's pants are all just blowing up.
Crack, your pants are all white. Why are they glowing like that?
Why is it
Just
only
a
the
light
back of my
bulb.
pants?
you know, where are they now? People I know that used to have blacklight tattoos.
Oh yeah. Yep. Where are they now? In the woods, probably. They're in the woods. Avoiding
Sir, would
the
you
law.
like that extra large or medium?
Those people are who I based Krak off of. What are you talking about?
And look at us now.
Wait till Krak passes under a black light. He's gonna have all those tattoos come out.
We're all gonna become
We don't know
Affleck
it. He's just
salesmen.
he's got more tattoos than Markos does.
Hey, excuse me, sir. It seems that we have lost our way. A note here says that we should head to the center. Which way is that? Do we go right or left down the hallway here? So, direct.
Absolutely undisturbed from reading the paper, and these papers function much like the ones do inside of the Harry Potter universe. While they are physical, they have the active text and visual pictures that come across over it.
Ooh. As I walk by to leave, following the hand gesture that he did, I want to peek back and take a look to see what section he's reading or what, is there anything important on the front page? Basically, I have a specific feat for gleaning contents off of written material.
Yes, you do.
There's Sherlock.
Go
Is
ahead
anything
and
important.
what's your role?
You attempt a society check.
Yeah.
Let me give you a society check. Check your society. Button, press. There you go. 28.
28. And you were looking for Merrowstrand headlines, popular headlines.
Yeah. It's just seeing I guess main thing that I'm looking for is stuff about the deep below, anything that's maybe related to us, any of the
All too specific for walking through. You're looking for what's a major headline
Sure.
that's going across. City woefully underprepared for 500-year centennial.
Oh, it's a slanderous paper. I like it.
And you can see they are banging on infrastructure.
Oh shit. Buses, not enough buses. They're not gonna be enough porta-johns, all that jazz.
Mainly on parts of the city that are heavily trafficked by both populaces. There's a lot of saltwater wear and tear on the most trafficked areas that really need some TLC. But there is a historic preservation component versus modernizing on these first neighborhoods that were next to the city above.
Interesting.
So there is some attachment to this kind of grit city that's there. And you can tell as Merrowstrand goes, its architectural heritage is preserved. The farther away you are from the city above, the more Merrowstrand it is before it continually begins to merge. So if you were to see a traditional cottage that's towards the outskirts, much more of a feel of blending in with the ocean and not ostentatious.
Right.
Before, once you're getting up close into the arbor proper, it's essentially grand Victorian houses underwater, and that level of architecture isn't suited for the tides and the ebb and flow. So there is much more deferred maintenance that must go on in a roof that has no functional purpose inside of
Merrowstrand.
But yeah, that's just you. Oh, I love this. This is so great. I love this class already. It's so good.
So then as we're walking, well, assuming everybody is wanting to make our way towards the food area. Hey, did you guys see that? It's I guess there's some sort of big celebration coming up. It's the 500-year celebration of the Centennial. This place is fucking old, but I don't know. There might be something. I don't know. Maybe there's a party going on we can get invited to.
Party?
I'm not saying, but I mean, Markos seems to be pretty dang connected, and he seems to like us. If there's a big celebration going on, I mean, maybe we can rub some elbows with some new friends.
I'm in for the free
After the couple
food.
days we've had, yeah, we definitely need a break.
I wonder if they need a pyrotechnic display.
Yes, definitely. Blow shit up that's not us.
Having seen yours firsthand, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that.
Nobody else has seen it though, so I'm in the clear.
Hey,
You know what? You're right.
Why
don't you ask Markos?
Let's everybody hold on just a minute. Let's everybody take into account though that what Krak did when we was going through that coral wasteland. If he has a moment to actually set some stuff up, kind of goes off pretty spectacularly.
Listen, I understand he's brilliant.
I didn't say
He's
that,
also
but
brilliantly dangerous. What?
We've
You
assessed
could be
he's just
amazing
as
and
good
terrifying.
at killing a shark as he is as killing Akiko.
Yeah, also that you do have to. We do. Maybe when. Wait. Where did Christain go?
Mr. Tian. I'm gonna go look for Christain.
What is he talking about?
Our armored buddy, big sword guy.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he finally took off his mask and we don't recognize him.
He's still suffering the sleep of the cucumbers. He does not remember Christine all that much.
What if he was the
Seems like the early riser and reads the instructions. He's probably already there.
Well, that's actually a very good assessment of him. I feel like
He might actually be a grouper.
he's the grouper guy in the velour suit for
You'll
sure.
never be able to confirm or deny.
Christian who's in the robe over there?
I don't know. I've never seen his face. All I got to see was his back.
Kiss
was
me with
very
your
rich.
fish lips, Christian. I knew we'd get him.
Put a peek back behind the wall real quick, back to the guy that shooed me away and say, Christian? Duck my head to see if he makes
Say it wrong.
respond.
He'll definitely respond to that.
He picks up his glasses and looks over at you, smacks his lips a couple of times.
All right, well, I don't know what you're getting at right now, but we're going to go get some food. So if you want to join us, Markos will be down there later. And I won't tell anybody about your sleepier time, Ataya. And then I just dart away.
I think he said something about Chris Bennett. Is there a Chris Bennett here?
Hi, Christian. I like your robe.
Oh, just
The bear.
Bye-bye.
What a strange wavy paw.
strange.
Just the old fishmen all gathered around. So strange. Every now and then they pass out a couple of flakes that kind of rise up, and they're all like, they read the newspaper, eating like that's a traditional old man dry flakes, some dry.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, some
Keep them
stank.
regular.
Oh yeah,
Regular.
100. Yeah, that's it. Yes.
They all have
See,
the
bud, I
same
told you.
pellety poop.
It's the VIP. This is where they put VIPs.
And there's one fish guy that like just takes little stabs at it and pukes it back up and takes some little stabs at it. There's always that one retarded fish.
Oh my gosh.
There's another one that pulls his dentures out and bites it with his hand, chews it up, and then just puts the dentures back in with the food in there. Saves me so much time on my jaw.
You guys make your way upstairs. Christian's room is immaculate. He is checked out and not there.
Huh. I guess he was really is an early riser.
Telling you, he was the one with the paper.
He's an early riser, and he's just a leave guy. He just leaves.
It's a leave guy.
That is a good point. There are you could really classify people in like two different types of camps: the ones that say bye to everybody, and the ones that just leave without saying bye to nobody's.
It's so rude.
If he was green, I bet you he'd have said bye to everybody.
We should paint his armor green.
I don't think his armor's here though.
His armor's not here.
But like,
He's in fact, unfortunately,
future us.
you unfortunately
Future us.
know that he is not a grouper. Doesn't mean the
Future
rumor
us
has to
will
die.
paint his armor green, and then he will be one of us, and then he will say goodbye.
Okay, all right. I'll take a no. I'll take a stab at it with you. Find us some green paint and give him a little makeover.
Assuming we'll ever see him again. Our job is done.
He loves us. He absolutely. We saved him. He saved us. There was a bond there that was made.
Thoughts also
There's
creep
good-
into your head, Akiko, since you were the levelest headed of the early risers, that he may just be at fucking breakfast.
I already said that.
He's already gotten the continental breakfast 3 times.
We've assumed that he's left us
Telling you
forever.
guys, he's definitely either
Moved on.
at breakfast already or probably in some library asking some more questions.
I mean, that's probably a pretty fair assessment.
He seems
I'm
like a
fucking hungry. Let's go.
librarian.
Anything else that you would like to do inside your Andy Warhol wing kitchenette of the Grand Lodge?
Oh, no, please.
Hey, pal, we're getting ready to go get some food. You're welcome to keep chilling here, and I'll bring you some back. Or if you want to come with us, that's fine too.
Oh, Pal's going for a walk.
Okay, he's there then.
Please.
Yeah, he bring his leash up with his mouth, adorable style.
Ah, yes.
He's just gonna walk himself.
Why are you giving this
I got you, bud.
alligator golden retriever properties? I love it.
He's a dandy. He's quite the dandy.
I grabbed that leash.
You know,
Let's go get some food.
you'll find out, later on why Pal is the way that he is.
He's the biggest DPS on our team, other than you.
When I can hit.
Take.
He hits all day long. I get one every
Shots fired! He's the highest average DPS of any in the party. You shut your mouth
The
when
only
you talk
time
to that
he's
gator.
not doing that DPS is when he's just been totally get dusty. We can
Eviscerated.
pick you back up. We can't pick him back up.
Nope. But I learned. I can make him stronger now.
Get my gator out your mouth.
Jesus.
As you guys follow the corridor inside the Grand Lodge, it only takes you about 10 minutes as you head down and see pictures of just collections of adventurers on the side. So it's just like going through the old Masonic lodge. You can see all the passionate, worshipful masters, but instead it's literally D&D parties, Daniel Boone metal picture style of all over the years. And if you can imagine these different eclectic adventuring parties, for it to have been a picture, it's either like an incredible formal event, or they're gathered around like this absolute behemoth, like the WoW raid ending picture.
Right.
Of everyone's there. So there are just these wealths of knowledge as you go down this Grand Lodge. And it's not just pictures from Merrowstrand, it's pictures from all over Faltura. Because while this particular lodge may be underwater, there are also many more before it.
When you think like a big, they score a big piece of game, they're getting multiple copies printed and they're sending them to every lodge. Every lodge is gonna get something to hang up on their wall.
You understand the game.
Everyone just gets like a piece of mail with like the kids' like classroom like order sheet. Like, okay, what size like package do you want? You framed?
Yeah.
You can choose a different background.
Oh man, that's so good and accurate.
There is also living, not necessarily living, but there are artifacts. There are massive tusks that line the walls. There are the bones, these megalodon mouths that are literally as large as some of the entryways to rooms on the side. And this is just the corridor back where you came from. And it takes you, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you said 10 minutes. Was that like an exaggeration, or was it actually like that fucking big of a place to get?
It's a big joint.
Good God. So we've been walking for a hot minute, looking at photos for a hot minute.
Yeah, it's it's a little bit of a jaunt from where that wing was at, but there is a crisscrossing current. It's kind of like the slow walking escalators that are at airports.
Yep,
between
okay.
the long breezeways that take you back and forth, and that's kind of what it's like. And you can see there are also portholes that shine out into the rest of the ocean, and you can see the city picking up crisscrossing amounts of traffic of actual flora and fauna mixed in with man and machine.
Anything on the walls that have signified or look like other photos from previous centennial celebrations?
You're in a very particular piece there, so it's going to be a high, that's going to be a high DC. That's going to be one of those 30 or above guys.
Let's see what we get. Nope.
Nothing that stands out there. There's a lot of celebrations, but nothing that you can glean from a centennial.
Okay.
Eventually, you guys come to the center atrium. You can't really remember exactly where the bar was that you guys went to last night that was within the lodge, but you can see, and there's just this swell that goes up in the middle of the lodge from any of the spokes that you can go to, there is just this pull to swim up about 60, 80 feet.
And this place is fucking huge. It looks like we may need to go up a little bit more.
Couldn't hurt.
Okay. Start leading the way towards that.
And as you swim up, there are other people coming from other spokes that are now swimming up alongside.
Ooh.
And you can finally start to see the shadows of a landmass. And there are multiple different entry points. As you begin to swim up, there is an area of shallows. There's an area that completely stays deep water. And you can see kind of people splitting off into their respective areas where there's room enough for actual whales and large creatures to go through in one area, much smaller to the next. Then there are spots where you can see humanoid are rising up and off, and it's this kind of faux sandy beach that you're able to reach up, and you can see there's all different forms of like launching yourself up. Like there's different grips. It's a feat of accessibility that shows you all the different kind of creatures that gather into this oasis. And as you guys breach up top and smell that fresh air around you for the first time, looking out, you are inside this self-contained pool, and it's like a tropical island that spreads out in the center of this lodge. Looks almost no different than any Caribbean island that you would see.
And we're just like coming up out of the water into it.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
It is
You just
self-contained.
described a Slitterbond. That's all I could think the whole time. I'm like, yeah.
Didn't know we were coming up in a sandals resort. I should have worn a flowery shirt.
Yeah, I feel like way overdressed. I feel like I'm supposed to be on vacation up in here.
Am I still asleep?
I don't
Then
know.
you can
You're
smell
the
it.
Taste it.
bartender?
Grilled pineapple, mango, bacon, and ham. Then you get a little bit of that fresh, flaky croissant crust as well. A little bit of melted brie over by the side of this bar. As you can see, there is a massive kind of Brazilian style cookout that's happening. You can see they're currently, some of them are wrapping up plantains as they're getting some of them ready for a huge pile of like bananas Foster and fried plantain chips by the side. And it's
I don't
just
know if I'm asleep or if I just died and went to heaven. Look at all this food.
Can I touch it?
Is this just for lodge members? I hope not.
Just kind of hovering my hands over the front, like, I don't. If I put my hands down, it goes straight through. I'm gonna cry.
You just hear behind you just like noises of like as Krak just is stuffing everything he can into his mouth.
What is this? And I'll look for somebody that looks like they're in charge.
roll a perception check.
How about a 17?
17. At first, you kind of panic. You're looking around and you don't see anyone that you know except for this cookout crew, and the cookout crew is intimidating. They're all Tarban size and larger, and they're it's a mixture of elephant and rhino folk that are all gathered around this thing. It's like if all of your biggest cousins came out to cook at the same time, and uncles, they're all there, just gathered up. And that's when you see Markos slapping one of them on the back as he turns around with a huge plate of bacon that he's taking over to the feed table.
Okay, I think we're in the clear. Markos, hey, we made it.
It is good to see you. Good morning. I'm assuming you found the instructions.
Some way.
Good. There's only old boxes of fish food back there that the old men touch. I would hate for you to have thought that was breakfast.
Yeah, what's with sticking us with the open robes?
Beggars can't be choosers that show up so late to lodge. They like to play games with who shows up at the bar at night. Hopefully next time you will get someplace closer to the center. Sorry if you saw some things that your memory can't erase.
Don't worry, this makes up for it. I'm just gonna kind of slide some bacon off his little plate.
Yes, please enjoy.
Yeah, is this like a every morning thing, or I don't know? I saw something about there being a big festival coming up. Is this? Are we preparing for the festival here? What's going on?
There is Grand Lodge in town this weekend, so we're feeding many. Yes, much talk of bicentennial and the warden's spot within it. There's more business to handle than usual, but we will feast first, for it is a good time to see brethren that we have not seen in many days.
Speaking of the wardens, did you see Christain come up?
Yes, Christain was here early. He took a handful of fruit and went. He is headed towards the wardens above.
See, I told you guys he was fine.
Yeah.
Only took
And
the
that he's
fruit,
not a grouper.
I still think that might have been him.
Can't confirm or deny if he is a grouper or not. Still was wearing his helmet.
There's still, you just don't know. You just don't know.
He did have a box of the fish flakes. I think he ate some of them before he came and got the fruit. I believe that may have contributed to him getting the restroom so early. But to each their own. We have been through a lot.
Regular.
Yes, he's a focused individual. He desired to catch up with us, though, for dinner. Is good.
Okay, but now we eat, though, right? As Bud takes his big long frog finger and sticks it down like 4 pineapple rings and picks them all up and just starts.
I imagine this
Shoving
ring.
his little ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is plenty.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, we fucking hungry.
As you say, there's plenty. Tarban's literally got 3 plates in one hand, and he's just scooping food into them. Where's gotta eat? It's gonna be a buffet. I'm gonna get my fill. Less trips, more belly.
That's your
Yes, sir.
problem, bears. You only have your paws. It's this elephant folk looks over and you can see has literal shit hooked to his tusks. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna pull that off now. Pulls a pineapple ring, and then it's not even couldn't even be classified as bacon anymore. It is one piece of large fatback that is fried into a hex square.
It's an elephant-sized piece of bacon. That's
Yeah.
Seen that kind of festival necklace for Beer Fest. Never seen it around brunch. Giving me ideas for the next time, though.
Enjoy.
Thank you. It's delicious. As he's still clawing bits of potato and everything else he's scooping into his plate with his hand.
And you've noticed they have, other than their amazing coordinated aprons that they all have for the cookout crew, you can see that there are very, very large Hawaiian shirts for this particular Grand Lodge meetup. I heard you whispering about Hawaiian shirts. There's a whole stack of them over there. He points off over in the corner where people are getting registered as they come in and
theme
have
day.
selections.
Shirt theme day.
I got a nudge. I got a nudge, bud. I told you we should have worn flowery shirts.
I think there's still plenty for us to choose from. Look at over there as I point to the pile of clothes.
Markos, can we register? I really want to wear a flowery shirt.
Of course you can.
Now I'm gonna do that big oversized nudge to Bud. I told you, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it in style. We're gonna do flowery shirts and brunch.
Just remember, we're not in the water anymore, okay? Your paws are like 80 pounds on my tiny little back. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, he takes that free greasy hand that he's been eating his bacon with and just kind of pats you on the head gently.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's better.
Just don't ooze on me, okay? I've seen what you did with that.
It's kind of cute though, because your paw on my flat, fat head actually just kind of like fits. It's just like it just floop. And you got like two fingers right between my big bulbous eyes on the side, and it just kind of, it's like perfectly matched for my size of head.
It's a normally long padding session too. I feel really bad, but I'm really hungry.
Long.
Yeah. Can we go eat now? Because I want to get my shirt.
I'm been eating. Pal has found whatever carcasses are left over and has just been going to town on wherever the leftovers and scraps have been was where Pal immediately went to.
I'm just kind of taking one for me, dropping one at the side, and watching him swim up and go back around the table.
Yup.
He's just doing laps.
And you can see one of the elephant folk have run down just an absolute brontosaurus style femur.
Yep. That's
that has some stew meat connected still on it. And you know,
most of it is in his mouth. There's very little bit that you can identify now that you saw how big it was originally, and then most of it went into his mouth.
Pal is going to Merrowtown in a big way.
Yep.
He's
like laying on his side even. He's like not even like fully like standing on his paw. He's just like
he's living his best life there.
Yes. It's the most amount of food he's seen in a hot minute.
And it's just long seating that goes further into this oasis, as your eyes can see. The one interesting thing that you see when you look up above is the artificial light that's in here. And there are still the same stars and constellations that would be there as if it were nighttime. Except for they interconnect and it's just one giant glowing lattice of the stars and their constellations. And you remember for a faint minute when you came into the bar that it was pretty trippy when you saw, because they glow And they are the same way. They are the directional map to the ocean. And it is no different from where you're at inside here. If you were to look up and surface and see up and out of the water, these are the same set place where they're at.
Huh. That's pretty interesting. It's like they keep, it's how they keep track of where they're at, I guess. Of what's going on up top. They have it kind of replicated down here.
I'll help keep you what time of day it is as well.
Yeah, and it's just pretty.
You can get lost in the artificialness of the ocean these days. If you are not careful, days can come and go. It is not like the days of old. You have to think of it. There's a bit of Vegas that comes with living
under the ocean.
Under the ocean with technology and darkness and the bitter cold, and the currents can largely be fended off by technology. You need things to remind you where to center yourself, both physically and mentally.
Question for you, because I'm a stranger to this land. What were the days of old like?
I imagine they are not different from the days of old where you come from, too. Much more work than leisure. Tough times. Much leaner. A focus on family. And not so much everyone else's business. Some of those things are looked back fondly. But I do not look back fondly on seeing families starve and being enslaved in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. It was a more primal time. Tribes are not unified. Less for everyone. Some tribes more than they could ever handle. An extreme excess. The middle bar has risen. However, I fear the ones who had success then, their bar has only risen higher. Those are the ones who I fear for. Their thoughts weigh heavy on my head.
What about the ones left behind in the rift? Seems there's a clear division between your people and the people we saw in the prison. All the same people, but different.
Is it not as easily to understand? The same thing that can happen above happens below. People become isolated, left behind. Not everyone is saved. Nor does every bear cub get accounted for some days. Some are lost to us forever. Some unfortunately live a life that is worse than death. Here we know our threats, they are closer to us. They are part of our story, our culture. No different than those that walk out of the mountains. Dwarves, elves, men touched by a darkness that they've seen in the depths. As their greed for material sources push them closer to the darkness. It does not take water to lose one's mind. is just colder and darker here than it is anywhere else.
My apologies if I offended you. I'm just comparing our peoples, learning about yours. There's not many differences. Yes, the darkness is something that seduces us all. Yeah, we have the same problems. I can understand it more now. Thank you, but I'm sorry if that causes you pain.
It does not. There is just an air of exoticness that comes with living below. Same can be said about our people that is just as curious of yours.
Thank you for being such a gracious host. Food is very welcome at this point.
You all learned it.
Who knows if we were actually going to get paid for this job outside of what we found.
I don't know. I put Code Dennis on mine. I feel like that earns at least another shilling or something.
Oh no.
I put no code, just buy.
That's... You signed affiliate agreements?
I mean, signed? I used the promo code.
These tactics are getting worse.
Wait, what did I sign up for? Oh God, did I give away my firstborn? I don't even have a kid yet.
There's a job for food for a lot of us. Some of us didn't come back.
Unfortunately, the Dawn Treaders have a long, unhealthy relationship with courting those in need. Well, on one hand, it is a way to get some of the worst jobs a fleeting chance of being completed. It is not the pay that the adventurer deserves.
I also sure would have liked to have known what we was walking into for that job. Good God, that was insane.
They do not know. They do not have the people to scout.
That would be why Bud took so many notes.
I mean, that's not the first job I've done for the Dawn Treaders, but I mean, that was definitely the scariest by far.
I don't think we've pulled anything at that level before.
It was never a promise of getting paid. It was only a hope, depending on what we brought back. It was an air of desperation. Glad we met you, Markos.
I second that. I third that. Fourth that.
You can only take one. You can't take all three. Some of us need some too.
I'm sorry. Okay, I just seconded it then. That's all I did.
Okay, thank you. I will third
I think
it.
he gets to third it for Pal, so I'll take fourth.
God damn it.
God damn it.
There is something about you that is all of yours. It's a pleasure.
Invigorating?
It's like when you use a bidet for the first time.
The word you're looking
degrading.
for is motley. It's very motley crew.
Make sure that you do not go home hungry today. Eat as much as you want. Do not let our feast go to waste.
Actually, I was I don't know. I was even a little curious about this bicentennials that was coming up. Is that going to be a pretty big celebration? Is that something that we should stick around for? Are we able to stick around for? Are we allowed to stick around for it?
He's asking if we can party.
It is all of Merrowstrand, below and above. And yes, I would hope that you were partying, but at the same time, there is so much work available right now. This is what the committees are all doing right now. Grand Lodge is levying what needs to be done.
I kind of saw there was some rumblings about maybe we're not as ready for this shindig as some people thought they were.
Yes. These
So
governments are never ready. Not a single one of them. But what would we expect? Any less of them? We are more prepared than they are above. I can tell you this.
Well, yeah, I mean, they I don't even think I saw a single piece of marketing about it up there. They barely even talked about it.
Where you were, there's not going to be much. You weren't in the savoriest part of town if you're using code Dennis.
Wait, you don't think they want to party with Dennis?
I think if you were caught partying with anyone that has a code named Dennis, you were in the wrong place.
That's honestly pretty good advice, and I think I'm going to remember that for next time.
Sounds like this Dennis character is a nefarious person.
Why would you ever sign up and let an adventure that doesn't adventure for you profit off of your adventuring? What's a
hungry.
slimy,
I mean,
absolute
the way he
gutless.
pitched it was kind of like a symbiotic relationship.
Well, where was
He gets a
Dennis
little-
on this boat?
we
Did
get a
you
little-
see Dennis anywhere?
No, we barely even saw him once he gave us all of his papers.
It sounds like you're in a trapezoidal scheme, man. Like,
Trapezoidal.
All I can say is
That took my brain way too long to recognize what was happening.
Look
I
at
wanted
the
to draw it with
Feisty.
my hands, but I was like, wait, man, I don't know what that looks like right now.
Is that like half a pyramid scheme?
Crack's brain. Her Bud's brain slowly dissolving in his own poison serum.
Wait a minute. I was never very good with geography.
it's a pyramid scheme, but it just like shelves
Shits
off
out
after
at
a
the
while. just plateaus.
Oh man, nicely done. Good. A+ for you.
all I can say is fuck Dennis. It sounds like Markos is saying there's some jobs to be had down here under the sea. And I'd gladly volunteer at least my muscle for what I can do.
I mean, I'm not opposed to more work.
I didn't really have a lot of stake upstairs, so I don't mind staying down here. It's kind of nice.
Wait, aren't you in school? Or no.
It's more of a vocational learning.
On the job training.
Hey,
On
okay.
the job, I like the way you think.
I just don't want to be getting no call from no worried mother saying, "Hey, where's my kid? I just got to school in like 8 years."
Don't worry, you won't be getting calls from my mother anytime soon.
I just tell her she's an intern for an adventuring party with the wardens. See if that helps her sleep at night.
You need to take your time getting acclimated. Markos doesn't really know how to bring it up, just how pruned both Krak and Akiko are.
They can't tell on Tarvin because he's fur. Bud's an amphibian, so yeah, that's rough.
Bud's holding up the best out of it, but even he's secreted more times than what he wants to share with anyone.
I've put it in my own files. I've started taking after Krak.
Tarvin looks like a capybara underneath there.
Capybara, capybara, capybara.
Some time in and out of water will suit you well. It will take some time getting used to. I'm assuming that since you have professed using code Dennis, that none of you have way claimed to any particular house.
I've just been doing odd jobs for, I don't know, last few years now. Just really kind of whatever puts food on the table.
And a beer in my hand.
I was under the impression that a hat would be placed on our head, and then it picks for us.
I don't know what strange fairy tales that you have heard from above, but there is no sorting? No, that's not how it works.
Okay.
You
I'm
don't.
gonna have to get my money back from that information then.
That's not how we do things at the Warden's, to say the least. Maybe at the Dawn Treaders they give you hat. Send you on your way with code Dennis, but not all guilds are the same. Their purposes are different. Their leadership drastically. Here at the Grand Lodge, our job is both to conserve and preserve. There are places in the ocean that are far too dangerous to be touched by men. But man does not always see it that way. It is our job to remind him that we are guests inside the ocean, and not the other way around. There are other guilds that are more concerned with the gifts and the bounties that this world can provide us. But the treasures of the past that our people have long forgotten. And there are guilds that could care less for the existence of any soul past what you can profit by your own sword and satchel. It is up to you to decide what character and company you keep. I judge none of you for taking jobs from all of them. This work is work. And we must take care of the things that matter most in our life. With membership in between the Wayfinders, that solidifies who you are. Make sure you know who you are before you sign any paperwork, let alone a code Dennis.
You didn't just offer to sponsor us for the Wardens, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, I was like kind of loosely asking and making sure. I mean, I knew the answer. Just I'm gonna keep eating.
You, Mr. Code Dennis, need to find yourself. Like I said, there will be opportunities here. You are trusted by me. And I can vouch for you taking these jobs as freelance wayfinders. But the best jobs will always be kept for those within membership of all the guilds.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've learned over the years. So, friends, what do we have on the docket for today? Only things I know we kind of really needed to settle up is get paid for a Don Shredder job. Gotta go pen and notes, let them know what we've found. Do that whole rigmarole. I don't know if there's anybody that we specifically needed to talk to about any of this deep below business that's been going on, but we may need to run some of that information somewhere. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll look at some job postings, see what's available.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the next thing is to line up the next gig.
I don't know if I want to go topside yet, as he's licking more food off of his claws.
No, I think we can turn in the job down here. I think the Don Shredder, they got a outpost somewhere around here, right, Markos?
No.
Nope. No, they don't.
They don't come down here?
Want to help repay this fantastic meal, as they've actually managed to feed the beast. With helping them prepare with what they need. Find ourselves useful, then we can go back topside.
It's
Finish
not
this
like a
job.
big reward is really waiting for us.
They never even promised to pay us. It was all based on the information we brought back. I'd rather give my time to Markos and his people down here. See it fell through, and then we can head back up.
For some reason, I was just thinking it was a quick little thing we can stop off and drop off the job turn in.
No. And you see, that would be a job, particularly with the city above as well. You must remember that while they are the same guild, they have different guild masters at every hall. Not all halls are everywhere. You were also talking about being under the ocean, my friend. There are not many guilds under the ocean.
That slowly starting to put together.
This is
Seems like an
why
opportunity waiting to happen.
could be. We have our own particular set of concerns. Most of them identify with the Warden Way. This is why you are greeted here by a Grand Lodge. There are not many Warden Lodges under the sea. Not to mention, these parts in these waters, this is it.
Yeah,
Most of the folk you will be dealing with within the Wayfinders will be topside.
noted.
There
Okay.
are pockets.
Well, so I guess we can scratch that to-do list item off. We can put a little pin in that and do that later. Is there anybody that we needed to talk to about this deep below business? I don't know if you've already given your lowdown to your connections, Markos, but I took notes.
I have submitted official inquiry. I will need your contacts wherever you decide to settle within the city. Hopefully we can pass our inquiry further. Get some real attention on the situation that is in desperate need. But remember, there is a tug of war between taking care of the city from the inside versus this threat to the outside as the Centennial nears.
Wow. Okay. Well, consider all my to-do list items checked. We got the whole day to ourselves, chaps.
If you are all truly new to the city, you need to find out where you're going to live.
Oh, we can't, we don't think we could stay back at the old people's lodge tonight, at least again?
You are free to stay at the lodge when you need to. But you are not all acclimated to be able to do so. Salt water will... Well, you see what it does.
House hunting, then. Add it to the list.
You think they got a Zillow down here? Or a Trulia?
Apartment finder. Would it be an anemone?
Yes, that.
Yep.
Be a grand enmity.
Enemy and a mena.
My enemy! My enemy!
Here's my butthole.
That was a perfect time for a squeaker.
Onomatopoeia.
You know, the worst part is about the American public school system, I still think of Mesopotamia and them going, a big old messy pot of potatoes. Messy. Literally what they
Wow.
said at my grade school.
Oh, jeez.
Messy pot of potatoes. Thank you, Mesopotamia.
Just gonna write that whole entire ancient civilization off as a messy pot of potatoes.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. I've never house hunted before outside of the mountain. And even then, we dwelled where we seat. This is going to be new.
But I mean, so I'm down for it, but I don't really have a whole lot of coin to chip in. And by a whole lot, I mean none.
Not what we
Got a little bit
salvaged.
from that last one.
You own that? I'm not bringing anything else. You eating it all.
I mean, you have significantly more money than you've ever had before right now.
That's right.
I
I
was
forgot.
gonna
I
say,
did
we
forget
got,
about
like,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
50
like
gold.
quite a bit.
You went
I
from
forget about that.
you
I don't
went
know
from
the
being Code
currency
Dennis.
exchange down here, but
50 gold is the most I've had in a goddamn long time.
Literally so much money, I just forgot about it. It was like not even real money. This is not even real
I
money.
mean, if
usually the
we
way it
go
works,
all
too.
in on one, I think we have a pretty good shot. We won't know until we start looking.
I want something with a view. I mean, you think we could get? I've never had a view. Oh my god, do you think we could get something with 2 stories?
What does a view look like underwater? I want to go check out these air pockets.
Do you want to
That-
stay underwater, or do we want to go up above? Or do we all go our separate ways and just keep doing what we've been doing?
I kind of like you guys.
Yeah, I mean, don't repeat it, but you know, I wouldn't mind sticking around a while.
There
Let's do
are
it.
places that you can get within Merrowstrand that will give you the creature comforts of both dry and wet. They are expensive. And expensive lifestyles sometimes lead to bad decisions.
That sounds like it's coming from a place of experience.
You got a bad boy side, Marcus?
No. I have seen many a young adventurer with their first paycheck. That is when you take jobs like Code Dennis. You look for work when times are lean and must do things that someday that you will regret.
Wasn't that the last job we just did?
There was regret. There was a lot of regret there. Yeah.
You may have regrets with what you went through, but you knew it was right.
Yeah.
Got no regrets considering who I've met along this journey.
Jeez, that's sweet.
Not like we're gonna pick out matching curtains, bud.
You want our curtains to match? Is that what you just said? we can get a matching.
Get a good deal.
Yeah. We get it's better in bulk, right? Okay. Well, maybe we are getting a little ahead of ourselves. Okay, so maybe we don't have to go for a big outlandish place. I mean, hell, like Markos is saying, I mean, we don't even necessarily know when the next job is gonna be or how much it's gonna pull in. So I don't know. Maybe we I don't know. Do we try to line up another job first?
Here's what I suggest. If we're going to stick this little party together, you're gonna look for a place to stay down here. Let's find some place on the outskirts of town. That way when Krak blows up a city block, he's not fucking up everything for everybody.
Just us.
I mean, we can build up a little spot. It'll be fine.
Krak's corner.
Tim, I love you. That whole thing played out exactly how I would see it with Krak just
Still eating.
We don't need
We're gonna be a Krak
frivolities.
house.
Just need something we can sleep in at night.
I love it.
Let's get a Krak house.
It's canon.
It's not a Krak house. It's the Krak house.
B, not A.
With a
The royal
handmade
V.
sign out of shit he found from probably surrounding houses that I'm gonna have to apologize for later.
100%.
Meth gang.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Merrowstrand meth gang.
Somebody's got to learn to cook.
We're just a D&D shameless house for the galleys, dude. Nobody knows who our dad is. We're all.
Yeah, we got need for a job. We'll take your jobs. We'll do it. Whatever job you want. Whatever you need. Whatever.
The point of living that way is so we don't take every job, bud.
That's true. That's
We
true.
take only the ones that aren't hashtag code Dennis.
Yeah, I feel really. Markos has got me all tied up about this guy. I feel really burned by Dennis now, honestly.
You should.
It was the job that brought us all together, but we were all had our reasons to take it.
Gave you an
Hungry.
affiliate code for breakfast, and then go and fight with you with a pussy.
That's what I'm saying. Like the more he talks about it, the more it makes sense. Like fuck that guy.
Dennis deserved to die on that boat. Would have been the only honorable thing he could do in his life. If I ever to meet this code Dennis, I would not dwell on those that passed. If I were to. There will be many more.
Is that a threat?
No, it is the reality. There'll be many more that die, names that you do not know. You understand the risks that come with this profession.
That. Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right, it's house hunting it is. House hunting it will be. But we got plates. And I'm pretty sure that Loxodon with the beer fest necklace could use some help doing some dishes. And I feel like earning my keep here with these wardens. So pile on the plates. I'm gonna take them back and do some cleaning. You wanna come?
We do not need you to clean the plates, my
Oh,
friend.
thank God. I can hate dishes.
Everybody's gotta toe their own weight where I come from. You provided a feast. My honor abides me to help clean.
The next time we are on campsite, I will take up with your offer. You can both cook and clean that evening. We are not on the campsite. We are here at the Grand Lodge.
He's giving you an easy out. Let's go. Let's get it. We're getting food and leave it. Come on. Start tugging on your fucking fur.
There's no easy out, bud.
Yeah, there is. There literally is. It's like literally right here. He's saying that he wants to just do it later.
He's very uncomfortable looking at Markos. Is this right? Feels very strange to eat and leave.
Oh. It should feel very strange that you are dining with whales. But it isn't. Looks back, and there are just, it is a feast of fucking zoo level proportions up in this bitch. Like, everybody
we
is
thought we were
chowing
the weird
down.
furry group, and there is no.
I know.
This is
This is definitely the fucking con right now up inside this
my
bitch.
gosh.
It's the whole convention.
Yeah, and there are some weird looking motherfuckers from the ocean. And you can see the old men are just now arriving. They are completely decked out in corresponding Hawaiian shirts from their specific lodge where they're from. Unique purple and green pattern that just it cannot be unseen.
Oh, it reminds me, we're supposed to get shirts, bud.
Oh yeah. Yay.
I thought you got it.
Oh no, you had to go register at the table for that. I don't know. That seems like a lot of doing now. Do you need a shirt?
Oh, now you don't want to do paperwork? I just kind of grabbed the bear's arm. We're going to the table. We're getting him this.
I look back at Bud. I really wanted a shirt.
You guys go up to the registration area. You can see it's lined out. Several of the crusty old timers, one of them being even a crustacean himself, a very old crab man that's sitting towards the table, has trouble still grasping the pen and iPad to turn over to you. It's a lot like voter registration when you go through.
Sir, over here, sir.
You can see
Lean over and tap him. My friend here.
his
Heard we
googly
can
eyes
get
are like
some.
over here. Yes.
Oh, where are you looking? Where do you want me to stand?
Now they're kind of like looking over here. Yes. All right. Can I help you?
Markos Kosta said that I can have one of those fancy shirts for while I'm having brunch with
Everybody
you all.
can have some of the fancy shirts.
I
I'm just like staring over here. Go, that's right.
You have a 16 XXX?
Well, of course we do. You can see the boxes that are piled up over here. I gotta pick out size and color. Fill out for freelance or your Wayfinders Guild, please.
Oh,
Definitely freelance. Akiko, what color do you like?
freelance, I guess.
Oh, good. Oh, here's the stack. And you can see he's grabbing the warden paperwork that's there and like the guides. It's very, very much Feisty. It is the early 1990s like Boy Scout propaganda. 100%.
Yes.
The wardens and you.
I remember those days.
Just swap every generic scene where they took liberties with a Native American and put a merfolk with a trident staring off into the ocean.
But there's also like the really old, like the 1950s, like beautiful America families that are just like merfolks instead of the white picket fence. Like,
oh yeah,
they're all living in the anonymity.
I truly did not even mean to stumble over that word. That was organic.
Save the coral reef. It's like it's got all the major causes there on it.
It has like a refurbished picture of that place we were just at that we totally fucked up with the giant squid thing.
Yes. And it shows like the trash picker upper line of people with the trash.
Yeah. So you guys all get a hefty supply of warden propaganda paperwork, and it's your choice. They even have you get to pick your own color too.
I asked Akiko what her favorite color was because I'm gonna.
I thought the colors was supposed to be which one we got. Okay, sick. I want a purple one.
Purple looks good with my fur. I'm gonna go with purple as well.
I definitely, me and Pal made our way over there, seeing that you guys are in the mix of things, getting your shirts.
Oh hell! When I'm done with my clipboard, I'm handing it to you. There's a fresh sheet on the back.
All we got to do is there's no like
market freelance right there. Freelance.
Okay. Can I get one?
Send you mail.
Can I get one for Pal? Is that gonna be okay? I can't. Like, I guess I can sign for him. And
Excuse me, sir. Can we get another clipboard for the alligator?
You throw the gator's got to make his mark.
Yep, and I do.
You've never seen what a gator can do in terms of marks. A gator can make his mark better than you believe.
And Bud and Pal both take a salmon-colored Hawaiian shirt.
The biggest group of tourists in Merrowstrand.
Krak's grabbed one and hasn't so much cut off the sleeves as just ripped them off, so that the sleeve is like down, so it's just a little piece of cloth at the bottom. It basically looks like a tunic.
Oh God, your red shirts look great. Is the colorblind crab? Wonderful. Make sure you load up on breakfast, and if you need any help with the materials, whoever your buddy is, Custard is, make sure if they have any questions, just send it in.
Oh, okay, we got it. We'll do.
I appreciate your time, sir, and thank you for the shirts.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a grand lodge.
Some more he
He's getting more crusty and senile as he sits there.
I think we look amazing in our I Love Merrowstrand fucking t-shirts.
If you've ever tried to vote in the Upland South and go to Pancake Day, all of these interactions are the same. I don't know where they're looking. There you go.
Oh, man.
Adam, do you see what you missed? Did anyone get a shirt for Christain? Nope.
Oh, man, I hope that flounder got his own. That's all I can say.
I was going to say, he's got a velour one already.
Took the robe with him. As you guys are fresh off a new set of digs, 50 gold burning a hole in your pocket. You guys are going to set off to try to find a place to share together. When you guys come back, we're filling up your beverage.
Merrowstrand commune. Let's go.
Bidding.
Dang. Oh, it's dead time. Oh, it's dead time. I can't believe we're going to fucking find a place to live and be roomies together. This is going to end horribly for all of us.
Well, you know, you don't have a pot to piss in. You're in a new city. You survived death with a few folks. Yeah, you know, that's like, I trust them more than fucking Dennis.
Fuck Dennis, by the way. Fuck Dennis all the way.
I'm glad Markos can go convince you that fucking, no, Dennis is a huge piece of shit.
He's the worst fucking human. How dare he?
A warden would definitely despise a motherfucker that is multi-level marketing off of fucking adventures. That would...
It's not even multi-level. It's trapezoidal. It's
trapezoidal. I forgot it's trapezoidal. It's a devil. It's trapezoidal.
This is the worst geometric fucking scheme I've ever seen.
Fucking
There's
Dennis.
no point to it.
Dennis is officially he's ascending the girth dusk punch levels quickly.
Well, honestly, I had forgotten that we even had his encounter to begin the whole campaign until his name got brought up last episode. You said it like just off the cuff about Code Dennis, and I was like, oh shit, that's right. We all got sucked into that affiliate marketing scheme. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you guys got a free breakfast, free shitty breakfast.
Oh my god! All right,
I feel like a lot of us had some fucking choice at that point.
God, dude, I've sat through so many of those. Oh, dude, I'm in college. It's just beggars can't be choosers, all right? And they would do the bars around here. So you'd be like, you get like a bucket, like you get a bucket of beers and a cheeseburger for some of those. I'm like, oh, well, I can silently sit through your fucking timeshare fucking crushing a bucket of beers.
While I was in Cabo, I passed the place that we did our honeymoon.
Oh.
And it was one of those where like, you get a free complimentary breakfast if you go here tomorrow at this time. And I'm like, okay, cool. I love complimentary breakfast considering it costs us an arm and a leg to get down here. And it ended up being a timeshare rook. And it's like, I ended up getting a bottle of tequila and dry eggs out of it, but still, it's like at some point I sat there and just like, no, I can't do this anymore. I sent Amanda back to the hotel. She's like, no, this is not worth it. I'm like, I can sit here and take this. I can sit here and take this for this bottle of tequila. You go back. Just take the shuttle back. Go take a nap. I will see you when this is done.
The power of mangosteen.
Yes, 100%. Passing that in Cabo, all those memories flooded back to me when I was on the Disney cruise. And like, never doing that again. See you later. My time is way too valuable now.
I'm curious. I don't know where you guys are gonna pick to go live in all of this.
I made my suggestion based upon the group. We'll see what the rest of the gang thinks about it.
Where's the crack house gonna be? The trapezoidal nightmare.
It's either going to be in the worst part of town or the best part of town.
See, the problem is
in between.
I don't think we can afford the best part of town, but that also still scares me because you never know. You got some land baron who wants to take a loss leader on his taxes and decides to rent us someplace.
I don't know. You might have the best house in the craziest neighborhood. Like it. Who knows?
As long as it's not a shack over a sluice, I'll be all right. As long as we don't need the poop knife to break up the long logs and send them down the river.
Anything's better than living outside of Baldur's fucking gate.
Truth be spoke.
Fuck the sow's foot. Place is miserable.
It's nice to actually get a chance to do some RP with you guys outside of our first episode. Holy God, this is amazing.
That's so nice.
So much less stress.
100% so much less stressful
Popcorn.
while you're choking on popcorn. You all right? Okay,
I gotta
good.
see if I have any feats that help me house
We'll
hunt.
roll on eating.
Some house hunting feats.
I have the ability to make quick contacts.
You know, if anybody is going to find us the palatial Krak Palace on Wayfinder, or Craigslist, whatever you want to call it down here.
Craig's Finder.
Craig's Finder. There you go. If anyone's going to find us the palatial place on Craig's Finder, it's going to be you. Otherwise, we're headed to the outskirts of town where there's usually someone sleeping on your doorstep. And
Which
in the
is
morning,
where we don't even live here.
No, I mean, we're getting ready
We
to
have to
explore the
find
city.
a map. A map at the very
you know-
least. We have to walk into the first 7-Eleven that we see.
Now that is how you find the perfect crack house. I need some place to cook.
Let him cook.
Craigslist. Yes.
Oh my god.
Get that dog.
Yeah. I have the ability to make quick contacts, which allows me to have to spend only 1 day doing downtime to establish connections in a settlement that I'm new to.
Oh, this is perfect. You are literally the mayor. I love this. Mayor Bud.
Here.
You have no idea how many times a day I bust into Bud voice.
Do you really?
I just don't understand. I can't make these decisions for myself.
That's so good. It's so funny because that was like when I was thinking of voices to do for this character, that was like not even on my radar as far as what he was going to sound like. And then I saw the art that got done up for him and I was like, oh yeah, that's the voice. There it is. He's right there. That's it. He's like a scrawny little New Yorker who is just a little nervous, a little fidgety, a little twitchy, and his gator's got more of a bite than him.
So here's a fun piece of canon for you, Feisty, and you don't even know this, and neither does Rob. When I was putting together Tormund Faust, I literally came up with his name, with his voice 10 seconds before we went live.
Yep.
Because his voice was more like Tarbin's voice, because it was that underjaw more down here where I was growling. But I already had Hister who already talked like this, and he was I'm like, I can't have two characters with the same voice. It makes doing those at any given
interaction.
time.
Yeah, it can be very hard to distinguish.
And literally I thought, all right, what's the opposite of doing something like this? And then I went, oh, well, hell, I'm going to talk like this because, that's how his big-ass dragonborn would sound.
Which I'm sure Rob immediately was like, oh, God.
Dude, he rolled with it.
Yeah.
Like, I was 100% prepared for Tormund, or for Tormund to sound like this. He was going to be growly, and he was going to be grumbly, and there's going to be a lot of lower jaw. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to talk like this all day long.
Right? It is fun, I will say. It is and it's easy to, it's an easy range of a voice to like be really high when you're excited, but it's also really easy to tone back. Like it's very easy to have just a regular conversation, just when when you just want to talk and shoot the shit, like you can just talk like a normal person, just have a little bit of an accent thrown in there, and then when you get excited you can just like, oh jeez, I don't know, what's gonna happen, oh Jesus Christ.
Hashtag excited bud.
Nervous excited.
I just love that we've had our first secretion since early morning.
Did I do it when I was drunk? I swear. This is so embarrassing.
Because didn't you roll horribly when we were drinking?
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Like, what do you mean you had 8?
Exactly. What
Last
do
I
I
checked,
mean?
you got through that first one, and we all were concerned.
I might have not won it.
I got to check the amazing rocker notes that we have in our Discord.
Yeah.
Truly the highlight of my day is the next day clicking the button.
Bear with his little shirt on. Look at him.
Me in my purple Hawaiian shirt because that's the color Akiko picked.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Is this just a way of you saying that you're colorblind? You couldn't see what colors there were?
No, I didn't care. I was 100% letting you pick. The pair may be colorblind. You don't know.
I don't know what you're asking me, Bass. Any chance for Mind's Eye that from Twitter? I'm sorry, you'll have to retype your question. Reinsert query.
Voice
Your
actor
password cannot match your previous password.
Words are hard. Voice acting characters is fun, but depending on how you voice it, yeah, it is a bitch on your throat. Depending on what you do.
Be.
Yeah, last week I was a little sick, or whatever, and it was hard to keep that voice. It's so like it's pretty natural for me to go like high and squeaky like that. My voice is a higher tenor, so it's like it's easy for me to go there, but like to keep it that when you're sick was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. I don't like doing a voice when my throat is already strained. That's when it's not fun. Any other time, I don't really mind it, I enjoy it, and it really doesn't affect me even the next day. I guess I haven't done it necessarily that long. I mean, a few hours is not like the longest time to maintain a voice. Oh yeah, no, we have some opportunities for some Mind's Eyes for sure.
I need to send Rob something I wrote, but I don't know if I want to now.
Why not?
I've been reading too many drama books. I think I literally wrote at the top of it. I was like, what could go wrong telling my DM this?
What could go wrong? 7 things. There are 7 things that could go wrong.
It's funny on that. If you don't tell him, chances are if it comes up, he may have you roll on it. So if you have a specific direction, I would send it now, and then he'll make you roll on the consequences of that.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite
I've already
thing.
seen what happens when I lose it. If I can't have a panic attack, okay? Blood constantly lives in one. If I have one, the ship goes down.
Yeah, but you just remember who was sitting next to you on the deck when the shit was fucking flying.
It was not Bud.
That scared me so much I turned into my fox form and just laid down.
Oh, that's what I wanted to commend you on, is the scene that you quickly painted of Akiko waking up was the cutest thing I think I'd ever thought of. Tiny little fox girl just waking up and just like,
Just a little. I was imagining it in the water too. So like normally it would just like kind of have a static electricity, but since it was in water, it just kind of like sparks out a little bit.
yeah. Just the idea of a tail stretch. That so cute.
Nothing for you. What do you desire?
You're literally eating popcorn.
I want
Of
all the
course
popcorn
the
you
dog wants
got.
something.
It's what I desire. I need your popcorn.
It's what you's eating. Whatever's you's eating, I want
She's
to eat.
depressed. She found out her.
Oh, the doggo on stream.
Oh my god, it's
That's the
old.
oldest dog ever.
That's a frosty faced puppy right there.
Oh.
She's 13.
Oh.
13.
Oh.
And she was spending some time at my parents' house, and they just recently had to put their dog down, so like all the pets were gone, and she was just like whining around the house like, where the fuck is my friend? Like
Oh.
I took my
She's
dog to
been-
my parents' house once, and unfortunately, my dog never came back because decided that living with them was much better than living with me. I
Oh,
don't
no.
understand how that is. I found out later that literally my dad spent most of that night feeding him bacon under the table.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll make the dog want
They
that
have
place.
such a pet accessible house, so she loves it there so much. And she lived there while we lived in Italy, so she was there for like 3 years. And it was kind of like when we would, all right, get back in the car, we're gonna go, and she just kind of would look at us down the driveway and like
Take one of those.
turn
call me in the
around and go
morning.
back in the house. I'm like, God damn it, come back!
You're my dog. Nope, I'm their dog now.
What's the pupper's name?
Snickers,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Snickers.
Snickers.
Okay.
Doh.
Well, the dice have not been kind tonight. We've only had 2 cards hit out of everything played.
Oh yeah, wow,
RP
look
night,
at that.
RP night, totally good.
Yeah.
Take the time.
Get your cards now. Save them for when we need them.
Yo, somebody coming in with a big card purchase. There you go. That'll fix it.
Oh wow, there we go. See if the numbers change now.
We gotta make sure to let Rob know so he can update the text file.
Oh, he's already got it done.
No, it just happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, code broken.
Code broken.
Yeah, they just got the Streamlit skull.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's go. We'll update that for him.
And then forget it all week.
Tomorrow, Obi, you
That's what
watching?
I mean, I say that jokingly because that's exactly what I would do. I would set that and be like, yeah, okay, I did it.
Mentos fresh and full of life. Bada bing. +1's in.
Yeah, just
Let's go. Good job, chat.
Ooh,
You did
checking
it.
Mind's Eye cards out there. I like to see that with new
Yeah,
characters.
they've been.
We've seeded a few things out there, so they're definitely they're hungry right now.
So I don't know shit about this place. I don't know. I might have a cousin that's familiar with down here, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. But I don't know. It's new places. It's not the hottest thing for me to make connections. I think if we just figure out, like Akiko said, I think we just need to know what we want to look at, get a map, see what our options are, and then I don't know, maybe I can spend a little time talking to some people up, see if I can get us a connection to a good, I don't know if we want to go real estate agent, but somebody's got to know where the good properties are.
But I trust you. You're good with people. Talk to them, see what they know, and we'll take it from there.
So I have the feature to make quick contacts. As written, if I spend 1 day of downtime, it allows me to make connections in the area. So I'd like to try to utilize that to make some contacts in the area.
So we just walk into the closest shop.
I'll give you advantage on your society checks.
Ooh, let's go.
Society and diplomacy checks with locals.
Hell yes. Well, Markos, is there anything else you need from us here, or how should we get a hold of you later?
As I said, you need to come back and report to me.
Okay, all right.
Let me know where you're living so we can gather. And I have
Okay.
work. I imagine after today's business, there will be many avenues for you to choose from.
Okay, so meet back here around like dinner time-ish?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, yeah, even better.
If you are out late, we will be up.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
What do you think? Same boat. Same time.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know where the nearest like place with a map is, would you?
He actually points down to your massive packets that you got earlier.
Oh shit! There's in there.
There's some Merrowstrand Chamber of Commerce shit in there as well.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
they work that shit in.
Oh yes, they do. Every other stack is a Chamber of Commerce card.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, look at this. There was a map in here this whole time.
There's an infamous ski Merrowstrand poster. It just has somebody floating in water with their skis. By the way, that's actual an art farmer painting that our commerce commissioned. There's a ski Missouri, and he's in a field of cow shit. In Wranglers, tight nut huggers, cowboy hat. Amazing.
Oh yes.
So you have a guide to the city below and the city above. You need to think of Merrowstrand. If you looked at it top down, this is an old school callback. At the end of Mario 3, there's this massive conical shell. And that shell has layers and spirals. It gets tighter as it gets towards the center. The city does this both above and below. Think about a shell that is conical, sliced in half. And it grows in that fashion. However, your most destitute above is at your lowest, most outer rings in the city above. It is inverse when you go below. When you first crest through the water, that is the highest parts of the city below. So outer and higher is incredibly expensive. And the more centered and lower you get into the water, the cheapest. So your dive bars are all the way down at the bottom of the fucking ocean, on the ocean fucking floor.
Which is where they're supposed to be.
And by the docks as you just enter in. So it's like there's a gentrification line the minute that you hit the water that is a wild reality. And also how they scoop up maximum tourist dollars from people entering and going back and forth. It is the most expensive part of
it's
the city.
Tijuana on the other side of the border. Jesus Christ.
It's quite literally San Diego on the version.
Yep.
We are under the water line. And
100%.
Okay, well, seems like towards the top would be great, but that's also where it's going to be the most expensive. I don't know if we want to go check out all the way at the bottom, but I don't know. We gotta see if there's got to be a place of listings, right? There's got to be at least something that somewhere we can get to that at least shows us what our options somewhat look like, right?
It's definitely unrealistic to just walk every street until we find stuff.
No,
Somebody's got to know.
Maybe there's something in the paper.
Our little grouper had a paper.
I don't want to walk all the way the hell back there. That was so fucking long. Actually, wait. Important piece. Is anybody forgetting anything in the rooms? Does everybody grab everything? I packed up like I was leaving.
Kept everything, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We
Just
came
making
in
sure.
here pretty light. Just gonna.
we came in light. We're going to go out light.
Yeah.
Out like a light.
I just keep everything in Wooderson, and I just point down, and you see nothing next to me.
See him. You keep him in what?
Wooderson.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I just don't ask. It's Krak.
Guys, just really understood, like, thought about, like, I don't really carry a lot of things, but bombs just show up.
Did most of it came out of your backpack, and most of us don't ask questions when you're throwing them at Akiko.
Is that who you talk to?
Yeah.
It's a thing that we can't see.
You guys, you seriously can't see it? You're not messing with me?
I want to be. We can't we see it? I don't know. I'm a little concerned right now. Are my eyes not working? Is it magical? Can I touch it? I'm gonna go reach for it. Where you just pointed at. I'm gonna try to reach for whatever is there.
And you feel a soft, fleshy, round object.
Wait a minute. It's squishy? Whoa, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to grab without asking. Hello?
It's okay. Wooderson can't talk. It's fine.
I think that makes it okay.
I would also agree with that. Silence doesn't mean yes. Okay, anyways.
The Law and Order sound went off in my head. I don't know what happened there.
You have to explain more about what the fuck is going on right now. There is something by your feet that you're saying, and I felt it.
It follows me around. It's like my own little helper.
And you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Is there a way that we can see it?
Is the helper in the room with us now?
I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now.
I'm not really sure. I mean, ooh, I've got a really good idea. Let me see. Where is it? I have a thing here.
I'm gonna take my you know what? I'm gonna take my ghost touched short bow out that I recently attached the ghost touch rune to, and I'm just going to gingerly take the ghost touch rune out or take the short bow out and say, like, can you touch this? Can you hold this?
Yeah, what is it technically?
And is it able to like grab it or touch it?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Krak goes, wait a second, hold on a second. And he reaches into one of his pockets, pulls something out. Not that one. Reaches into another pocket, pulls it out. Nope. And then like it takes him 3 or 4 pockets, and he finally goes, oh yeah, here it is. And it looks like a little like spray bottle, like Banaka, essentially.
Banaka!
And he just mists it in the air. And as he does, he's using an item called Revealing Mist, and it will reveal anything invisible. And you see just like a weird, like almost like you're looking through it like a waterfall, and you see the outline of what looks like one of Krak's bombs made of flesh.
What?
Oh my god.
Is that
not terrifying at all?
It's Wooderson.
How did you make it? Did you find it? Did you befriend it?
Is that a flesh bomb?
A little of all of those things. But yes, I created him. He is of my own design.
Of your own what?
Is that your flesh? Is it
No,
green?
it's not my flesh. It's not my flesh.
Whose flesh is it?
It's not real flesh. It's not. It did not come from someone. It's not a reanimated corpse. I'm not a psychopath.
From a troll's grundle. The velvet.
It kind of happened by accident, to be perfectly blunt and honest with both you and myself. It's taken me a lot of therapy to come to come to this point, to realize that like he wasn't made by purpose. And at first I didn't know like how to get rid of him, but then he just kept getting more and more useful.
Huh. Okay.
And he helps me like carry things.
Can he do anything else?
I mean, he also like helps me make things. Yeah.
Has he always been invisible?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Huh.
When I first made him, even in the goblin world, he was a frightful thing to witness.
And that's saying something coming from you, I feel like.
I mean, it's a little racist, but we're actually, we're a misunderstood society. Just
I know, but I've seen some of y'all's like the places you live at. I mean, it's a little much.
It's just things piled on top of other things. I mean,
yeah. Who am I to talk? I come from Bog Hollow. This place is literally where a swamp meets an armpit meets a butthole.
A swampy
Look at you now.
armpit hole.
Exactly. Just try to imagine.
Mighty burden to bear underneath those pits.
Like you have Pal, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody can see Pal. Pal can kind of get scary, but you have Pal. He helps you out. He's great in a fight. He's great in a scrap.
Yeah. And
Wooderson doesn't scrap. I mean, he's a scrapper, but a different kind. Not like a fighter. He just collects things.
I mean, the more you talk about it, the more I'm all in. I'm about it. It was a lot to know that there was an invisible thing with us, and then it was a lot to learn that it was also made of flesh, and then it was a lot to learn that it was a bomb-looking thing.
Is it a bomb?
I've used him as a bomb. Yeah, I'll be honest. If you put enough bombs in him, I can send him away and detonate. He comes back. I mean, after like the next day.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's us and Wooderson. Wooderson.
Close it.
Well,
Can't hear you.
It could be worse. All I can make is this, and I just kind of hold my hand out and just kind of like tense in really big, and you guys just see what is my star orb just kind of sit, and it just like forms right in my hand and then just falls to the ground and sits.
You can just make rocks?
What's happening?
You can make rocks. That's fucking rad.
Are you a rock star?
I don't know what it does.
Krak like walks over to it with a branch, a little stick, and like pokes it. Like, do something.
Do something. Be that weird thumb meme. It's just come on, do something.
I learned how to make it when I was younger, and we kind of just used it to throw around. We never could really figure out.
Does it have a name?
And it just kind of... No.
Is it a different rock each time or the same rock?
How does it know if it doesn't have a
slightly
name?
different. They told me it had something to do with my powers, and it just kind of forms as they do, so it's here.
And you've described it as a
window.
starfish-like.
Well, it's sphere skull.
It can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your imagination.
Oh, that's the thing. It's just because I'm forming it, like it just sometimes looks different. It kind of just depends on.
Goddamn Tic Tac UAP.
want.
So it comes from like your powers. Is it like, how do I say this delicately to a lady? Is your powers pooping?
Huh.
Is it like your powers excreting? Like I'm full.
It made more sense the second time you said it, honestly. The first time you said it, the power was to poop. No. It's like
not
your
pooping.
powers
My tail
are
just kind of
pooping.
like flings up and statics a little. Like, no, I think I still have some left in the tank.
Please
But
don't
like-
do that in the water.
Oh, that's right. We're back in the water.
When you're like
Ooh.
when you're learning like alchemy, the first thing that like you try and pursue is making something out of nothing, and eventually you learn that you can't make something out of nothing.
I mean,
And everything has to go somewhere. So like I'm just saying, like maybe your energy just like coalesces itself into this rock, and then you just got to get rid of it.
never did I think you would be teaching me about myself, Krak. You continue to surprise me.
Where can we find a house that I can make things in?
Not kill 10 people around us if it goes wrong. I'm gonna rely on Bud for that.
I was a little thrown off guard by Waterson, but I'm back looking for a newspaper. Or a newsstand, or a newsie.
There's a fishy paper boy on the side of the road.
I'm looking for some sort of news boy for you. Yeah, I don't
I
see
gave
a
you-
lot.
I
You
gave you a
guys
26.
are literally sitting at the same table that you have been eating at
Oh,
since you guys got down from breakfast.
No, I thought we had moved.
I thought we left.
Well, I guess you guys can think all the things you would want. As you guys have sat here and are RP'd while eating.
I think it's high time that we go and look for a newspaper, or at least get us in the right direction for trying to source out where we want to, I don't know.
Do you think we
Buy
should
a
look in
place.
that like gossipy newspaper you saw?
Yeah, that was a pretty,
Sad.
yeah. I mean, if that's the way we want to go, is go back to Groupie McGroupison, we can do that. We at least know a paper is there for sure.
Maybe he's done with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe she deserves it.
Maybe we
No,
should
I-
explore and see
Didn't he
what this
walk in
place has
here?
to
Can we
offer.
see the group of old men over here?
No, they got their fish food. They don't have to leave their
Yeah,
little.
but then
No, they
came in.
they rolled up
No,
with
he said
matching
he rolled
Hawaiian
up in,
shirts,
like, some
purple.
cool-
That's right.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll perception, Akiko.
I just did, and I rolled good. Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, I rolled up a 20.
All the old guys are there for a divorce party.
I can tell you what not to live next to my ex-wife.
And that is what you hear. Is you didn't notice him at first. And then, that only something so crotchety like that could come out of their mouths. And yeah, there's and you got to look at the spread. There's a lot of papers that are out. You wouldn't think it would be swiping anyone's paper if you just took it off the edge of one of these long tables and benches that extend through the center of the Grand Oasis.
I'm 100% going to do that.
You were Bud. Who's our resident klepto?
More crack for sure.
Right. What?
Definitely.
It's a newspaper on literally like on Pancake Day. They're all over there. They have the fucking Cash Book Journal has provided plenty of papers today for everyone. But I would love to see you Mission Impossible go by to swipe this thing.
It's like on the coffee table in between them, and they watch you do this whole thing around.
Best thing you can do with that
That's the
paper is
Krak
wipe your own
I
ass
have
with it.
in mind.
Krak is like clinging to the like the underside of the table, and you see his hand like reach up and then slowly take it, but the orange juice moves with it.
Beautiful. So I'm gonna put this up to make it a little bit easier to conceptually understand the ring. All right. Let's see here. Where are my 50 windows of hell here? Where's my import one? Oh, looks like import window went fucking the way of the dodo bird. So I'll just put it inside of Discordia right now for you guys. So I want you to just ignore any of the words are on this, but this gives you an idea of what this looks like.
Okay.
So here's your 3 districts, and this would be representing above land. So that center, your most expensive, your highest, then the tier that goes down below it, your middle city, and then your lower city.
Got it.
And that corresponds for going down.
Right.
So this outer ring would be
Is the hoity-toity.
the most expensive inside
Yeah. The underwater.
And then it funnels down.
Yeah, that makes sense. As Krak is going to try to sneakily get the newspaper, Bud will just go and walk over to where there is a stack of newspapers as well and just grab one and be back to the table at the same time. Okay, all right. Well, let's see if this has anything in it about listings or maybe classifieds. They gotta post the property somewhere. Just gonna take a peek to see if there is anything in the newspaper regarding listings or real estate or anything along those lines.
Oh yeah, not a problem. You're able to get to the classifieds without too much of a pain.
Yeah. Are there a lot of real estate listings, or does it seem to be more like odds and ends?
For real estate listings, I'm going to have you perform a society check.
Okay.
Remember,
This
you
one
have
will be-
advantage on society checks right now.
Okay.
And a tiny Krak helping you look at him.
Tiny Krak.
Tiny Krak.
Oh, let's go. 19.
34. Holy God.
Googly moogly.
This ain't the first
Give me
time I've been
your best
searching for a place to live.
It's like me looking at MLSs when we're looking for a house. This one just listed 30 minutes ago. We need to get there now.
Honestly,
It is that way.
I had to sign for my house without even seeing it.
Oh, God bless.
Oh, fuck that.
So on the first, pray for me.
Wow. God, I feel so bad for y'all. That's awful. So, it's a good day to be in the market because there is an air of business that's going on today, whereas there's a lot of agents and folks that have their properties fresh off this week with listings. But a lot of people are currently tied up with business. So you have your pick of the litter from any district that you so choose. You have only enough time to get to 3 different properties today. But they are literally going to be your imagination run wild with that 34 where you choose. Now, I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about pricing. It's not too far off from where D&D's at. But right now, if you were renting, if you were to be living lavishly at the Four Seasons for all of you, you would be running at 10 gold pieces a day. This is, remember, this is in, like you're at Four Seasons Michelin star grade meals.
Right.
Without an actual physical piece of property. This would be the finest, most extravagant, inn you could be in. Now, if you're looking at long-term cost of living, comfortable is at about a gold piece a day for each of you.
Okay. Oh, each. Okay.
Each. Just subsisting sits in that silver piece a day.
Right. Okay.
But it's rough. That's the Beyond Ramen plan and pretty destitute. Fine living. Before you get to extravagant is at 130 gold pieces a month. Extravagant living is 430 gold pieces at your own place.
And that's both of those numbers were per person.
Yep, I'm gonna send you guys the Nethys charts right now.
Yeah.
So you can see them, because just shouting numbers isn't always the greatest fucking thing on the planet to try to understand.
Holy shit!
7.
There are so many options. It's like the Memorial Day sale of cars, but for houses.
I'd find us some place where we can make a lot of money and not have to travel a lot. We can go between the two realms, even better.
I mean, we definitely can go.
Something by the water for sure.
In the water.
Yeah, I guess we need to decide on that. Do we want to do above or below?
I feel like above's probably a smarter choice for us.
It's how much we
The
were spared on
whole air
Merrowstrand.
thing and the fur doesn't really agree with the salt.
Remember, you can get both inside the water. It's just gonna cost you.
Right.
Yeah.
But this paper is only showing me stuff that is underwater.
No, it's both.
It is showing both. Okay.
Everything is always both. The city of Merrowstrand is tied together.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, so there's the. It's really whatever we feel like we want to spend is really what we got. We got the whole choice is just endless. It seems like on here. I know more people up top, so I might be able to get us a better deal on something up top, but getting between the two doesn't seem to be the easiest, although now we have access to Merrowstrand, so I don't know, that's makes breathing underwater a lot easier.
Not on the wallet.
Yeah.
And how often are we really gonna be here?
Our friend
know.
Markos and his connection to the guild, we might be here more than we believe.
That's a good point too.
Much rather work for him than Code Dennis.
Really fuck that guy. Like really fuck that
You
guy.
fucked that guy?
I didn't. I'm gonna send the French toast sticks that he gave me to. Well, how much do we want to spend? Okay, we all know, or well, at least I know what I'm bringing to the table is just what we scrounged out of the prison. I just got 50 gold on me, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'd feel a little irresponsible to be spending more than like a gold a day on lodging, you know? Even that is like pushing it a little bit for myself.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go with
Hard to
that.
heal up on a rickety bed. I'd like to have at least a little comfort.
Yeah. I mean, I want to have. I'm not trying to live in no double wide again. I got my fill of that in Bog Hollow. Okay. I want
don't
like real.
know how we'll be able to afford the rental insurance when we tell them about.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we don't disclose all of our goings-ons.
Why are you pointing towards somebody who's not there?
I'm pointing through him.
I mean, like, do we have to disclose our occupations on our lease agreements?
Fuck no, not in any not any agreements I've ever seen.
You're not proud to be a freelance adventurer.
Gold talks. Okay, that's all they really care about. As long as you're paying the bill, that's all they really ever need.
All right.
Good, that'd make me a
Here it is.
fucking accountant. Make my gold talk, bud.
Okay, so if we're looking for about a gold a day, it's probably going to be like either mid-tier underwater or mid and lower tier up top. And there's this oh, look at this place. And I point out this place that's got large amount of square footage. So it's got a lot of ground. But the property itself, like the building, just looks, I mean, pretty rough around the edges. It needs a lot of love, and it's got a lot of mold on the wall. It's got a lot of like just rough looking outside. But the property that it says it's on is a huge amount of space. I don't know. There's an option. It needs a little bit of elbow grease, but that could do.
Space for sparring and whatever it is that you're making.
It looks like if Tarbin sneezes, it's gonna fall over.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Sorry.
Snot goes right onto the photo of the house.
you could have
Question.
just said no.
Krak immediately swabs it up, puts it in a vial.
Are you going to get a 5-bedroom for Christain?
Oh,
Depends on what the options are. If it's there and has the ability, or like it's,
Remember, you rolled a 34.
Yeah,
You
so
can
we can really-
describe whatever place that you would like to within the confines of where you point. You guys
Yeah.
right now are suggesting that you want to look for something that's within the 1 gold piece a day,
yeah,
correct?
per person. Yeah, correct.
Now, if I remember, Mr. Tian did not take the money.
no. Marcus shoved it in his pocket. I watched. Kind of
Okay,
wanted
good.
it.
I was gonna say, I'm not fronting the bill for that guy. He's nice and all, but I mean, I've been in situations where you front the bill for a friend and then the friend never pays you back.
So,
What you're saying is we let him serve the couch if he shows up again. If not, we'll find somebody else to serve the couch.
I'm going to ping you where these kind of districts will be. So the 1 gold piece, that is that comfortable line. So you're
Yeah.
talking about raised up. You're not going to have to worry about casual flooding.
Casual flooding.
Casual flooding.
It's not flooding, it's an indoor pool. Once in a while.
Is that what they call it in the chain docks? It's casual flooding.
Casual flooding. You're anywhere here right on the line. You're centrally located for up above. There's a lot of different districts here.
Okay. Well, I think as long as we find a place, well, we definitely want like open area, right? That's what everybody's on board with. We want space. We want room. But
now, if you decide that maybe you're not ready to throw down and put to try to buy and put roots down, what will happen is you will go and you'll find corresponding inn that you're gonna stay at,
right,
over a period of time in your short stays, and then you'll be rolling on checks whenever places come available as they go. Right now, you're on the unfortunate time where you literally rolled almost a nat 20 on the crib, but you have the least amount of money.
Right.
Bud, I want you to make your recall knowledge check.
Ooh. We want to call that a society one?
Yes. So advantage again.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Another good roll.
33. Damn, you almost forgot. You have a 500 gold piece down payment in the form of a large red ruby that Markos has inside of.
I swear, I've
the
never
guild.
had access to this kind of money. This is the problem, okay? I've never. This is ridiculous, okay? I've never had access to this. Do you guys remember the fucking ruby that we found? Yeah, we have a 500. I don't know. I guess we got to get it.
Do you have it with you?
Markos had it, but I'm sure we could get it. I mean, well, that might be a little presumptuous, isn't it?
No, he has it. He has it in safekeeping. It is yours to be escrowed through the warden, through the Grand Lodge. So you essentially have have currency through the Grand Lodge right now.
I mean, this kind of changes things up a lot for myself. I mean, we're not looking at something that we would have to do monthlies on. I mean, we might be able to actually like lock in a place.
And it is max value. You don't lose anything on it. It is not fenced, and it has been approved and sourced as being pulled from Forlorn. So it is free game.
And
that's a full 500 gold pieces for you guys.
On these listings, are we? Because we've been talking a lot about nightlies, for renting. Have we been seeing any prices? I haven't clicked on your links yet. I'm sorry. Is there anything about? Okay, by the year. Yeah, there is. Okay.
You thinking you got enough to buy? Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. So comfortable is looking at like 52 gold a year per person. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that ruby could get us. That ruby could get us something. I mean, that ruby could maybe buy all of Bog Hollow. Oh, I know that place. Whew. I ain't trying to go back there right now, but I don't know. I'm gonna scan back through on the listings, looking.
I'm gonna get you house prices because they literally have a book on it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Look at us. We're U-hauling this.
Yeah, like, I mean, if we can score a place that we're not even having to spend, then it's not even a question for Christain. I mean, he can, like, we got a spot. If he wants it, then he can chip in. If not, then, I mean, we turn it into a fucking game room. Something.
Airbnb that thing.
Yeah.
They're not would-be adventurers. It's a good idea. I like it.
I mean, so what do we want? What do we like let's talk this out. Like, if we was if the world was our oyster, right? Which, I mean, it kind of is. What would you want to have in your place? If you could own a place, what would you want to have in it?
It's a place to sleep. It's a place to eat.
Nice kitchen for sure.
Yeah.
A place to, like, build things and experiment.
Yeah, good
different
workshop.
kitchen.
Sounds like a good basement to me.
I really just I want a place that I can like be in that can represent my disorganized thoughts so that I can actually start to organize them. Like I want something that I can sit in and be able to put my notes into books, put my books in order, and start actually like making sense of this crazy fucking world around me. Because I swear, sometimes it just feels like scrambled eggs up there.
A place to stop and study for a bit doesn't sound too bad.
I was concerned when you first started like saying the thing you wanted, because I thought you meant you wanted just a fucking pigsty.
I did too. I really did.
I was like, bro, we can buy that anywhere.
We're just agreeing.
I mean, hey,
I'm buying a fixer-upper.
sometimes you gotta, you know, make sacrifices if you want the space. It's not gonna be all what you want. I mean, like, we're not walking
For
in
a
here
little
with
home improvement.
yeah, we're not walking in here with Fort Knox worth of money.
He's a bit of a fixer-upper.
House flipper.
That's what I'm thinking about.
I know. As soon as he said it was going to be a mess, every house and house flipper just completely disheveled.
We got Bud and Akiko Gaines over here.
Move that bus.
Kika's going, I can see shiplap on this wall. Bud, can you make that happen? I don't know. Tobin, can you knock down that wall and put in wood?
He's carrying everything in.
Crack going,
making all the fixtures.
I mean, if
and
you want,
cabinets, the real
I can
technical
throw
side
a
of
bomb
things.
at that and blow it up right now.
He's making secret compartments for stuff and everything, though.
You want that wall down? It's not a load-bearing wall, I promise you. I can take it down in a second.
It's a low.
He just smells it. Yeah,
low-bearing
it's not
wall,
load bearing.
insurance.
It smells it. It's definitely not load bearing.
It smells like not a load-bearing wall. We can blow this up.
Yeah.
You'll be just fine.
So, on owning houses.
Oh God.
Oh fuck. What can of worms did we open?
You get a lesson in
Shit shacks. 100 gold.
path.
100 gold
100 gold
pieces.
100
For a
gold for a
shit
shit shack. If we want to live the Rook lifestyle, there we go.
Okay.
Fixer-upper.
A bit of a fixer upper.
You're comfortable, so that's your destitute, that's your poor home. Your cottage style, your cottage core is going to run you 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
Your fine quality stone home is going to cost you 2,000.
Oh, there's such a jump.
big jump.
Big
Big
jump
jump.
from there. Your wood, stone, metal manse, fine home is going to get you up in the 6,000 gold piece range, and your luxury villa is going to cost you 15,000 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
You can go down the rental route, and you can get yourself some more accessibility there. You get in the stone home range for 80 gold pieces a month, but pretty tough whenever you're. You can probably get yourself a comfortable home with the bedrooms that you need in that ruby range.
Yeah, in the cost of the, you know, the amount of the ruby can get us a definite fixer upper, but has enough room for everybody.
And I think Tarbin looked cute in a little cottagecore dress.
Okay, with spending my days working on the building, I have craftsmanship. I know how to do things. If that's what it takes, then that's what we'll do.
Okay, I mean, so
But
wait
I
a
won't wear a
minute.
dress unless Akiko asks nicely.
Could this really happen? Are you guys thinking about that? I mean, we could
Can I
actually
have a garden?
we could buy a place,
We could buy a place.
and then that'd be it, right? Then we'd have the spot.
Oh, Krak blows it up and we have to find someplace else to live. Yes.
Or rebuild.
I mean, I've never owned a place before. I don't even know what I would do.
Guess we're gonna find out.
See myself moving beyond this city at any time zone. So owning property with you. And he points to this open space that is where Christain, wherever he is, doesn't seem too bad. I'll put my money towards that. We can see what we can build. As long as it's got room for a forge.
I don't know if it'll have. Well, I don't know. I don't know how big a forge is. What the fuck do I know?
He looks at you, Bud, and goes, "Small forge."
Oh, okay. That sounds right. I mean, look. Here's some of our listings, and I'm gonna pull up a section of like 3 houses to choose from that are all within that 500 gold piece range. I say the one with the biggest yard. That's all I ever care about. The outside space is so more important than having. We can build whatever we want.
Sparring for training.
Yeah.
Honestly, for this group, I think that's gonna be the play.
I'm gonna offer a pop to Akiko. I'm with that. I can build a forge outside. Just give me the metal.
So, yard
Maybe down by
space.
that,
Yard space. Pretty tight. This is
Yep.
urban living in Merrowstrand. Courtyards are tiny, to say the least. Here's kind of your pick. You guys can get an actual oceanside view that comes along with it. And it's living kind of like on Bourbon Street, where you're in an old Victorian that's looking out second story. You don't have access to a real yard, but you have ocean view, full front porch with hammocks and fans that look out into the ocean from Merrowstrand. Center access to most of the amenities, or you can go further back and you can create more of a cottage with a little plot of land and a little bit more. You're able to do some outdoor activities. There's no oceanside view. Then at that point you're in the mix of Merrowstrand proper.
Neighborhood does that put us in?
So you guys can get up right over here. This is your mission hills.
Yeah. Okay.
This is totally your mission hills out here. I didn't even think of it. It's 100% what you're rocking. Or
Great place to live when you don't have kids.
yeah. Not a bad place for ventures setting up shop, you know. And then you're talking about further back in. You're against kind of this property wall.
Right.
All right, so we're looking at Chain Docks, Hearts Bridge Borough, or Temple Farthing.
And like I said, those
Yeah.
names are all just comes from a map generator for me throwing it so you can have a good visual.
Okay. So
So
jeez.
your big trade-off is you're closer to stuff.
Right.
You're closer to adventuring materials, places that you need to go to, but you're going to be more reliant on other folks' services.
Right.
And you're not going to have room to drop in this or that. You know, you're going to be locked into your fucking house and Destin on fucking
Right.
Gulf Shores.
I'm gonna character vote on this. I'm definitely looking for more room. I want a forge. I want a place where we can spar.
You are not even close to being able to afford a forge. Just FYI.
I know that, but
you also can't even. You can. I don't think you'll be able to afford a chimney. Yeah. just kind of throw it.
It's a great way to put it in perspective. I appreciate that.
To put it in perspective, like it's.
I'll make you a chimney. Don't worry.
A forge. Because it'll be so poor. It'll be such poor quality too. Your level of where your crafting is at already is above where you would be able to do that. You wouldn't even be able to make the stuff that you could make on that. That's how low quality. You're talking about making like just bullets and maybe arrow tips. Like it's bad. Yeah, it's not. It would be rough. It would be very rough.
No room for a forge.
Not yet. You only got one ruby.
Oh shit! Without having a place for us to do all that stuff, then I'm more likely to be along the coast because we can make more money, make money faster.
I mean, I could go either way. Like, they both say that they're pet friendly. So, well, I mean, we're looking at buying anyways. Never mind.
Yeah.
Of course it was. But I mean, a view would be something fucking spectacular. Ugh. How much room are we looking at? And I'll go and pull back up the listing. So, okay, we're looking at like what is that? Like 2 lots worth? Like a quarter acre? For the property that's further back. It's still urban, right? So it's not necessarily like land. It's just like you have a yard.
Yeah, it's
as opposed to not having a yard. So,
yeah, you get a tiny yard.
Right. So what are we thinking, group? We want a house with a yard, or we want a house with a view?
I don't care about the view. I do care about how long it takes us to get back into the water. There's money to be made between both these lands.
He does make a good point.
Yeah.
And if we ever do want to travel far off or anything like that, we're close to the exit. Easy
I don't know, Krak. Does that doesn't really leave you a whole lot of room for making things go boom, but doesn't mean you can't have a workshop.
Oh, I can test in the field. It's the best anyways.
Honestly, I prefer
Tarvin
it
just
that
looks
way.
at Akiko and scratches his fur kind of nervously.
You sure that's the best way to test things?
Yes. You get the best feedback.
Oh, I'll give you feedback.
That's where I kind of look back at Akiko and take a step back on that.
No, don't worry. I've taken your feedback into consideration, and I pull out the weird like notebook that looks like a bunch of like CVS receipts smashed together.
Odd.
And it like I flipped open to a page, and it just says like it's a Kiko across in like big bold letters, and then it's just all the different complaints that have been lodged. This is
All right,
quality control right here.
I mean, if we're settled on doing this, I guess we just need to go check in with Markos.
Yes,
say,
it
hey,
is.
we wanna use that ruby. We got an idea. We're gonna.
You have access to it. You don't have to go.
Okay. We don't
It's
even have to
already.
talk to him.
You got the bucks.
Nice.
It is literally just in a escrow account for you guys to use.
In the BOR, the Bank of RoBear.
The Bank of Bear.
Oh my
The
God.
CRB.
I can't believe we're gonna do this. I mean, we gotta go. We have to go look at it first, obviously. I mean, we can't. We're not just gonna.
Nowadays? They make you pay just to
Who
put in the
buys sight
application.
unseen?
You think we shouldn't buy it before we actually see it, because it might be gone by the time we get there?
But I mean, that's how else are we gonna fucking buy it? We gotta get there. We gotta get there to them with the monies.
They're the one with the connections. Here, just deal with the agent shit. Do it.
What does it say on the paper?
Now
Says,
it will
"Please
take
buy me."
It will take the full 500 gold pieces for a 5-bedroom situation.
Yep.
On this joint, you're looking at a classic Key West Victorian big front porch. Everybody's got their own room. You got plenty of facilities on the inside. You can entertain guests inside.
Please.
You're able to cook big. You're still going to be able to cook a family dinner on the inside. And
Are you trying to sell me personally or my
I know,
character on
I'm
this?
in.
I'm telling you,
call my bank right now. I'm getting the approval on that,
Ruby, fuck
that
yeah, throw
loan.
it. If I just take it.
take it. Now, I'm letting you know your downtime activity abilities that are within here. Most of your trade work, you're still going to need to outsource. But as far as being able to have a comfortable place that you call home, that is centrally located, you have the ticket, and it's going to save you a lot of time between going between guilds and different places that you inspect. Because I mean, you got 34. Like this is the best. This is really the best of what you can afford. If you go further back, you have a little bit of room to build, but not much, and you're going to run out really quick from where that plot of land is. That kind of stuff that you're talking about is in the keep, the manse territory. That's in between, that's going past Stone House and into the fine home, having the keep. Yeah. Because you need to have that sucker. Got to be stone and got to have the room for it. That's when you're like, you've established your adventures when people come by and they're like, yeah, that's the fucking crack house. Okay. Shit goes boom, boom over there. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it says here we just got to go talk to Martha, and that's the listing agent.
Fuck you, Martha. All right, Martha is the listing agent, Daddy.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. You're gonna deal with Martha because I can't. I'll kill her.
All right, after
Promising.
sorting out and sitting, like true tourists, you guys are in your Hawaiian shirts,
Buying houses
for the Centennial. And you realize you guys got 50 gold pieces each. You're gonna spend the whole group ruby. Right. Everyone's gonna have their own bedroom in this seaside paradise. You look at the mere options as you sit now, also very much centrally located in Merrowstrand. As you float, you can see the different options of being pulled essentially by pedicab, by different dolphins or orcas that lead you up to the surface. There's also the cheap way, which is essentially like ski lifts that go up and down that people are just carabining on. And these are on the outskirts because they take you down the furthest and up the furthest on either side.
It's the express train for poverty.
Yeah, 100%. Wham! You swim up. You're just trying to. You see people like the timid get left behind. You got to hook on, and then you're like bait. Like
kill a kill, but they have to go up to school, and they always are missing the bus, and they're having to run to try and catch it. Animation.
I was gonna say that. I feel like this is an anime reference.
You 100% just referenced the system that they use in that, where it's like an upper area. They all go to school up there, and they have to catch this trans that does not stop them.
You are a weeb.
You did. You've secretly been one the whole time.
Hey, we all got weeb brains, okay?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Great. It's in my head now. That's perfect.
Okay, just so I understand.
Catboy,
right?
meow.
Wow.
This is like a fast track just for the lower tiers, right? So the bottom tier of up top Merrowstrand to the lower tier of down under Merrowstrand, right?
Yeah. You can carabine off wherever you need to, right? It's like boom, you put in the fast pass, you're gone. It doesn't matter where you get on and get off. They don't give a shit. It's the fucking
cable's running.
That cable is running. You are literally the catch of the day.
I never used one of those.
That's the cheapest way. That's public transit. Everything else more expensive as you go.
Right.
And the longer it takes.
Okay, well, how do we want to get up top? Do we want to take Dolphin, or do we want to take the Carabiner of Doom?
I mean, we're already spending 500.
Yeah, how much
Or
is
for the Carabiner of Doom.
Yeah.
Plus, I want to see where Krak ends up.
It's probably going to be something we got to get used to anyways, so... Oh, God.
Might as well start now.
Is there an animal assist carabiner for Val?
Animal assist?
Animal assist?
All kinds of alarms. You are the animal assist, bro.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
You gotta
Spawn and ride.
You gotta fend for both.
Hashtag Merrowstrand 2023.
Do we have to roll every time we do this public transit, or can we just pay?
You gotta pay and you have to fucking roll.
I love it. It's my favorite. Let's go. Pay and roll.
Oh yeah. So you guys can get your we're gonna call these cloister. We're gonna get you guys cloister cards here instead
Cloisters.
of
Oyster cards.
Fucking
Got it.
love it.
and it'll be it's a flat rate for you guys on. These will be a copper a day, and there are 100 in here.
I feel like I need an in-game app to keep track of all these expenses so that the subscriptions don't build up on me.
I'm just taking off I'm taking off the full first year in Merrowstrand here. Full first year's going in. We're doing the same thing, 365 here. Get your holidays off at 360.
Get your holidays travel for free.
Oh my God.
Get your holidays off there. So yeah, 3. Go ahead and mark it down for 4 silver.
4 silver.
Oh my God, it is so easy to remove coins in this system. You hit the minus button and it pops up and it just lets you choose what coin you want to remove. What happens if I do that? No, okay. It doesn't do the math for you.
Coin.
Yeah, you have to know the conversion. God damn it.
4
Is the
silver
conversion
for
rate
transit.
10?
So 1 gold is 10 silver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the 100 copper for a silver, then 10 silver to a gold, right?
That sounds right.
How much did you say we're doing?
4 silver for our Cloister annual pass.
Coaster annual pass.
Oh, look here. It says we get holidays travel for free. What a deal.
What a deal.
You think they'd let you ride for free on Bicentennial Holiday Day, but nope, fuck them. It's not a recognized government holiday.
No,
That's why Mata's still
that's when
working.
they charge you like 200% for the ride
Yeah, that's the real truth.
because it's an event price.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Don't give them any ideas.
So you guys stare with pretty similar eyes like mine the first time I looked hammered on a mountainside bar. And I look and I realize I'm too drunk to ski down. But I'm also far too drunk to take this ski lift down. As you look at it, it's like, and people are hooking on this. Some people are like, it is the meat market. It is the middle of the day right now. It couldn't be any busier for people trying to get from place to place.
Oh, boy. Also, mad respect for knowing when you're too drunk to go downhill on the skis. I've never had that thought
There is
cross
no
my
such
mind.
thing.
Couldn't be me.
It's
It's
always
the
just been vomit and
same
go.
thing that goes, I shouldn't get on this motorcycle. It's,
That part of my
that-
brain
that-
never grew. It just stopped developing after they got dropped on the head the first time.
fuck, I couldn't fucking walk out of there. How the fuck was I going to fucking ride the ski?
Go fast, man. Go fast.
Altitude's fucking awesome, but holy shit.
French fries.
Dude, we were at the top, dude. I was so the worst I could get was one diamond on the way out. So it was like,
Oh,
no.
man.
One black diamond after 14 drinks. Yeah, you got this.
So yeah, and everybody can hear the greatest story that I have to tell every Cape fucking person all the time, that I faked an injury and got toboggan down.
Hell yes.
Nice.
Hell yes.
Hey, you know, you do what you got to do to get you safely.
I also got a parent that I didn't know that I was drinking with a snowmobile ride down. She was my
Hell
fake mom.
Yes, dude, fake moms work.
To this day, we still call each other mother and son, and people are really like, "What the?" Like, you had to be there.
So it's busy, right?
Oh yeah, and that fucker is cranking. This is your first time. You got your little cloister cards that you've gone through, and it's been that hands off. There's nothing worse when you're in a big city for the first time and there isn't anyone to help you. There's not the one guide that's like, hey, come here. It's just you guys in an odd place and everybody else is doing the thing and you don't exactly know what the thing is, but you need to go with the flow of the traffic, and the anxiety's building up while you're in line and you're looking around and you're like, you got the hand-me-down. It's the equivalent of going to PAX. You got the Final Fantasy 14 lanyard. This fucking, you don't think this carabiner's gonna click on, you know? You're like, it looks the weakest. There's somebody else, you know, they got the hydro flask, they got their dog next to them, and they're fucking prepared, you know? They look like fucking hipster business casual. They got their shit, and they make it look so easy, and they're just on and up, and it's getting closer and closer to your time having to clip up.
And Pal is getting more and more excited. Bud is not, but Pal is excited.
He is literally like Tony there, like he's like Tiger. He's in the upright position because he needs to go. So his little tail's just going. You know, he's got his belly. Everyone in the line is like rubbing his belly because nobody's scared of a fucking croc under the sea here. There's all sorts of terrible things. So there's, you know, he's getting the most love that he's gotten in fucking years down here. This place is great. And then it's your turn.
Oh God.
I need line orders. I need reflex saves from everybody coming up for hooking up on this. But before we do that, do you want to give your own position in line, or do you want to have to roll for it?
Ooh, I want to roll for it.
Initiative.
100% take a roll for it.
Yep.
We're rolling for initiative?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, he's giving us the order. Let's go. Okay.
Hal will be wherever you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, that's right! Darvin, your nat 20 will carry over into your interaction.
Let's go.
I'm
I'll
not in the
take
initiative
that.
order.
After the one I threw earlier tonight, that 20 is oh so sweet. Thank you, Letter, for that Indomitable. I appreciate you.
Tarbin, like a fucking pro. After the minute that you heard that there would be no forge, he's like fucking. You look like fucking Poppins. You look like Mary Poppins. You just raise your carabiner up, which, by the way, you've doubled up because you're so large. It's like being on the airline where you have to get the seatbelt extension because the plane's so fucking old. It was meant for fucking string bean fucking coke addicted ad managers back in the fucking 70s. You got the fucking double ad. He just clicks up and you see this. Do you see the huge bear go up?
See you guys in the district.
You made it look so easy.
The sheer ferocity that this cable line yoinked this bear up and through is what you see, Krak.
Good luck.
All right. First,
What the fuck?
you need to make the will save of how your condition's doing. That will choose between reflex versus your own ability check. So give me a will save first, Krak.
So we'll save. Boom. Boom.
Ooh.
16.
16, right on the line. I will let you, I will just barely let you make a call on what skill you want to use. You can justify it. Acrobatics, athletics, sleight of hand, survival even. These are all applicable.
I will use crafting. And I will craft my own carabiner.
Ah!
Like I look at theirs and I'm like, no. And I will quick craft a carabiner.
Nice, you got enough junk left over in that trunk to get yourself a high quality carabiner. I will allow for that crafting check. All right. DC 20 to get on the hook, baby.
Ooh, that sucks. That sucks.
I mean, that's still an 18.
That's an 18 from D&D.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. I don't know what it means.
Oh, you see, he's so proud of the carabiner that he's made. He hooks onto somebody's fucking pants. He's on their belt loop. Krak doesn't even notice that he's on somebody else's belt loop. You just see him, boom, and she shoots up as the belt loop is holding for now.
For now.
Akiko.
Am I also will saving?
Yeah, will save and see where your head's at, where your mind's at on this.
I'm an expert.
Hey.
Oh, you're doing good. You can use whatever
Expert.
you would like. Acrobatics, athletics.
Yeah, it's acrobatics for sure. So let me
DC 20 coming
or
in.
performance. You know what? I'll make it cool. I already rolled acrobatics once. Let's do
Oh my
good for
gosh,
me.
everybody makes it look
Oh, that 20! Please describe yourself on how epically you latch on.
God, it's a performance as well, so I want to turn my back to it as I go and just put my hands out and then just let the carabiner just like catch it real quick as it just whisks me away, but I'm still just holding strong and just looking back at everyone, just going back with the wind.
Like a boss.
This is what happens if you go to get McDonald's with the Rockettes at 3 o'clock in the morning in Merrowstrand.
The Rockettes get their double cheeseburger in style? 100%.
If it were acrobatics, I would have just flipped into it, but you know, performance.
Pal looks back at me after watching you do that and is like, can we do that?
Can we do that? Oh God, the most anxious.
I think I'm gonna pass out. I really do. I think I'm gonna
We
fucking
just
pass out.
did? Oh my
Too
god.
fucking much. This is too fucking much.
Your analytical frog brain holding it together. Somehow a few wrinkles get past the smoothness.
Okay, pal. How are we gonna do this? You weigh so fucking much, but I have to get you onto this damn carabiner. Wait. Maybe that's it. Maybe I ride you, and we just gotta get you attached. and I start devising this plan as to how I'm going to use his harness that he normally has to attach the carabiner to it so that I can sit on Pal, and I want to devise a stratagem as my normal mechanic that I do.
I knew that shit was coming in hard.
So bad.
And come up with a cockamamie way to ride Pal and use all the leverage that I can to get up out of here. A devised stratagem would just add a +1 to what I would normally be rolling.
A fun way to.
So
I'm gonna grab onto this prehistoric dinosaur.
Way to do it.
Which what's funny is society is actually my highest roller too. So this is using my knowledge of how this system
You've been
works.
around. You've seen this system. Yeah.
How this other shit goes.
You've just been too afraid to do it yourself until now.
If you hook Pal and you have him on the leash, de facto the leash will take you up with Pal as you hold on.
This is actually the right fucking here. Oh my god! I gotta close my eyes.
Look. 27 as you close your eyes and you're riding Pal like a lawn dart and she's just smiling as you hook him on as everybody else looks at this fucking combo.
And Pal just goes straight like needle nose, right? So his legs just go back and his tail goes pointed, and he is just like a dart, just scooting up this thing, and Pal's butt is just on his back, just. This is too much. This is too much. Too fast.
Krak, heads or tails?
Oh boy, does the belt loop hold?
Tails.
Oh no! Oh no!
Cool.
Cool.
She picked from the lip.
Everything's going so fine. You're proud of yourself. You have your carabiner. You're starting to look like a fucking local already. And then all of a sudden, you start falling back behind. And then all the way down as you pull some gentleman's pants all the way down to his ankles, and everyone is laughing as this dude's fucking ass is totally out. As you're just hanging along with the pants leg, he turns around like, what the fuck?
I really need these pants, man.
Really need these pants.
You guys see like a fucking windsock. Krak is out, like at this point 6-7 feet away from the main trail, like riding on this fucking pants kite that's been created.
Wait a minute, is that Krak? Krak, what are you doing out there?
I can't see it. I turned backwards.
Akiko, look in front of you.
I got no idea.
Tarvin!
I'd rather not.
Tarvin gets up.
Is he gonna hit me?
He exits. He's up on the dock. Boom. Akiko is up on the dock. Boom. Krak. You realize that you're about to be launched. But this isn't your first time.
Nope.
I want you to describe is when it comes time for you to exit off of the fucking pants. You were jettisoned 50 feet into the air off of this fucking sky ramp. The scene is yours.
So, seeing what's about to happen, Krak in his mind just thinks, I'm about to be the best bomb ever.
Oh God.
And he tucks in, and he looks like he's tucking in, but he's also grabbing Wooderson, so he's tucking around Wooderson. So he looks like he's just tucking around nothing, like a beach ball of nothing. And he's like, you ready, buddy? We're gonna do this. We practiced. We're good. And he will launch.
What a guy.
Not even trying to like stop momentum, nothing. Just go for it.
Bud, pal, you guys both release. At the same time, Krak is still up in the air as you watch as everyone else looks and sees that this goblin 50 feet up in the air. And now he's about to come back down.
We just scramble around and we catch it.
Oh, 100%. I'm in the scramble to catch for sure.
We're just like kind of like looking around.
I take out my net. So I have a net launcher. So I pull out my net. Tobin, grab the other end of this, and I throw the other side of the net to you, and I hold on to one end. Akiko, grab a corner.
Grab another side and just hold it up as high
Oh my God!
and
We have become
I don't know
the
how
fucking
fast I can
firemen
do
at the
that,
circus. Jesus God, help us all.
I try to launch and pull out a net for landing for Krak.
I'm in with you on this. Let's do this.
I'm holding it.
Krak, as you reach the apex of the tuck and now you're beginning to fall, I need you to roll a perception check to see if you see this spontaneous net that's appeared down below.
Oh boy.
16. You just get a glimpse that there's more than just some fisherman's wharf down there.
Land over here.
Krak, in an attempt to show off, will
boy.
try and miss the net.
Oh, fucking Lord help us all.
Roll a 1d4. 4 is the net. Anything else is missing. Oh, it's perfect! Right on the line!
Green guys gotta stick together, right? I got a net for you. Don't worry.
It's you're bud. You think you got it? You're just your feet away from fucking Krak, and then it's just that the whole crowd is like, oh, is it just boom, slam into the boardwalk.
Oh no.
What happens, Krak?
So I have 2 feats for this. I have one called Catfall. I treat because I am trained in athletics. I treat all falls as 10 feet shorter. And then I also have one called Bouncy Goblin.
Oh my God! Please tell me what Bouncy Goblin says. I need to know this for my life.
So it means I'm trained in acrobatics, but it also means I get a +2 circumstance bonus on my rolls for shit like this.
For bouncing. You get a +2 circumstance for bouncing.
Yep.
This is the greatest roll ever.
Go ahead and roll with advantage on your bounce. Your DC is 20.
20.
So he's got a +2 and he's got advantage.
Oh my God, this is so good.
And he takes no fall damage when he succeeds like this.
This is the visual I needed.
This is the best.
I mean,
we have 26. Let's go.
no problems.
Everyone's
Wait, did you say how's that ass crack?
No, bounce that ass. Bounce.
Oh, okay, bounce that ass. Like that's any better.
I mean, I would have taken either of those. So.
Truly. Just don't eat that ass crack.
I mean, that's not bad either.
It's the crowd's like, oh, they think you were literally going to be splattered roadkill up here in the front. Did you see?
The Ren and Stimpy team of like the firefighters trying to save the horse out of the building as we're trying to skirt around with this net, and then Krak just wing on his feet right next to us.
I swear that is the most interesting thing I'm gonna see all day. As you see a large salamanderish woman dressed to the T's in white cream lacing and pearls, very large red lipstick on, and that leopard slug style texture to her body. as you see Martha in the distance over on the boardwalk. We will pick up there next week.
Like a profile pic. Look at that.
As like Krak bounces and he like springs up, you hear, "I told you anybody can be a bomb."
Why?
Fade to black.
Just cut to black, quick.
Oh my god. We're gonna go buy a house from Martha. Or I guess it's a listing agent, so we'll go buy a house with Martha.
Yes. Oh my god, this has been the best RP episode ever.
This is
Great
fucking-
downtime
ridiculous.
while we didn't have Adam. I love it. We went fucking shopping, batch.
shopping batch.
I hope he likes where we settle, because he doesn't have a choice.
I mean,
Hey, maybe next time show up and have a voice.
Key West
Yeah.
Victorian with a big porch centrally located. Not too shabby.
yeah.
I want to live there like myself.
All for the price of a ruby we forgot about.
No, we didn't forget about it. We just didn't know what we had access to.
Which is might as well be forgotten about.
I forgot about it.
Had it in my notes, and then you brought it up. I'm like, oh yeah, we did get that 500 ruby.
I mean, to be fair though, nothing's locked in yet. So I mean, there's still opportunity. Which is that's a nice thing about the episode is we learned a lot, we did a lot, but we also didn't lock anything in. So there's still
What
opportunity.
you're saying is the name of the episode is Opportunity? Are you trying to name the episode?
Opportunity cost. I love it. I love it. We get to pick up there, get yourself set in, and then you guys get to go visit the Dawn Treaders, Code Dennis, tie up your loose ends, and then go looking for work. 'Cause you
Yay!
got a
Let's go,
fucking,
Dennis!
you might have a fucking mortgage.
Got a fucking second job to worry about now.
No. I thought we
This
were
is the
getting it
worst
outright.
D&D
I thought we were
game
getting
ever with a
outright.
mortgage.
I have that problem already. Rob, don't make me deal with that now.
Wait till you hear about Martha's HOA, bitches.
Oh my god, no! I didn't buy in a place with an HOA. I refuse.
Approved colors are coral, marlin blue, stink pink gator.
We're doing stinky pink gator and coral together. That's done.
The real test will be how her and Pal get along. That'll let us know what kind of
Help
agent
us
she
all.
is.
We're gonna need a lot of dice rolls.
This kind of woman that smells like Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Looks like him too.
It's a tasty sounding woman to me, Rob. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Salty.
I like him salty and bitter. You should know that by now, Akiko.
Rip the over harvesting of Cheddar Bay. This is true.
That was too much smiling tonight. Good God.
Yeah, my
Choked on popcorn in my beer like so many times.
magnifique.
Magnifique.
Definitely lost. Oh yeah, for sure. We're good.
Join us next week, y'all. We love you. We'll see you then.
Love you. Bye.
Ice is my mascara running.
I'm with you, Zaki.